Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division. I'm your caster with the scruffy hair, and still apparently, like, the edges of my highlights didn't even realize in them. I am Tetra. I'm your caster for today with the mic in the wrong place. Feels good, but I'm going to be bringing you today's Storm Division action. Today, we have a belter of a match. It is, once again, the United States of America versus South Korea. It is going to be CPogX Fanclub versus Team Alexander. Team Alexander currently have beaten out VGM, seed number 1, going into the second week, into the first week, sorry, and they were able to beat them out in a belter of a 3-2 match. Was really, really good. Full 5-game series. CPogX Fanclub were also able to emerge victorious, meaning that whichever team is able to win this game will move into tied first position. And to talk about that more, let's have a look at the standings to see where we are. As you can see, Team Exodia, the sort of super team that was made during the last seconds, the last qualifier, were able to make their way in. They are currently at 2-0. 6 games won, 3 games lost over 2 matches played. As you can see, CPogX Fanclub won 3 games and lost 1 on their first week of play, winning in a 3-1. Whereas Team Alexander, they got a 3-2 versus VGM. VGM, by the way, were able to win their second series. Important to note for tonight that CPogX Fanclub will be using a substitute. They are going to be having Talking Trees substituting in for the team. Now, for those of you who might not know Talking Trees or are new to NGS or just Heroes Esports in general, this is a very strong player, has played on multiple very strong North American teams, including Astral Authority, Barrel Boys, No Tomorrow, Space Station Gaming, Wrong Orc, and Scythe Esports. All very strong teams around the HGC time, and he will be subbing in for the side of CPogX Fanclub today. So, we have our players. I'm going to be getting ready. Allow me to show you the map ban so that we can get ready to jump in as soon as all our players are ready. As you can see, ban-wise, we have Ultrak Pass and Battlefield of Eternity banned away. No, sorry, yeah, Battlefield of Eternity banned by CPogX Fanclub. Just for the first game. Gotcha, I was not informed that. I was just told that there was a substitute. So we do have Ultrak Pass and Battlefield of Eternity banned by CPogX Fanclub, whereas Team Alexander have banned out Brax's Holdout and Infernal Shrines. It is first pick for CPogX Fanclub, and as such, Team Alexander have opted to take us to Battlefield of Tomb of the Spider Queen. Wow, I'm just stuck on Battlefield today. Tomb of the Spider Queen will be our first match. Feels good. Talking Trees is win hacks. We got some tree fans. Oh, no, not going to say that. I don't know how appropriate that would be for this stream, so never mind. But I'm sure you can guess maybe where that was going. So once again, we're just waiting for the last player from CPogX Fanclub to materialize, and then we will be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Again, already looking very exciting between these two teams, heading to a nice rotation map. This is where Team Alexander have been very dominant in the past, with some incredible off-lane plays, doing double soaks, some incredible domination over the shrines, but we'll see if that is acceptable. The turn in clutches for the Spider Queen. We have our last player in, which hopefully means we're going to be ready to go any time soon. So, once again, we had a couple follows, but those don't appear to appear on the alert thing. So, sorry I did not mention the follows. I thought they appeared on this thing. Also, this thing is for the NGS channel. So, if you donate bits or subscribe while I am streaming on this channel, then as long as it's during Storm Division gameplay or the show soon to be announced, we have some stuff to do, but it's nearly done. I'm going to be having another show on the NGS channel coming soon, but if you donate bits or subscribe, while I am streaming Storm Division, or while any other caster is streaming Storm Division, then those bits and that subscription income goes to the caster. So right now, if you want to support me, the caster, then you can donate bits and subscribe now, and that will assist me in being able to afford food today. Feels good. Or food to... Yes, it is today. It's 3 AM, so I'm going shopping today, so help me afford food. Feels good. You've all been incredibly generous, and speaking of generosity, we have ours. Hang on, let me just let them know. Caster R. Speaking of generosity, right now, this prize pool for the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division is assisted and extra and is raised by you guys. By hitting !Matcherino in chat, you'll be taken to the donation link to increase the prize pool. We're over $1,200. I said 2,000 last week. Sorry, I was wrong. But we are over $1,200, and I would be freaking shook if we do not hit $2,000 by the time it comes round. Let me turn the volume down, that was loud. If we don't hit $2,000 before week 4, I think that we have some amazing people in the chat and in the Heroes of the Storm community, and they have never let me down in some of my predictions in the past. We're definitely going to hit 2,000 in my opinion, and I believe in you guys to get us there before we get to the end of the season. But I believe, my prediction is that we're going to hit it before we even get to week 4. We're at week 2 now. I think you guys can do this. I believe in you because we have done it before, and we're going to do it again. For now, let's frickin' roll into a draft. Thank you for the 100 bits. I need to move this. I'll move that in a second. For now, there's a draft happening. I don't want you to miss it. Let's get this underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the draft between CPogX Fanclub and Team Alexander. With CPogX Fanclub taking first pick. They've already banned out the Chromie, incredibly scary to deal with, and Team Alexander remove the Ana. It's a healer they try to avoid quite a bit, because even though it is one of the top healers in the game, it's a little harder for them to deal with because of ping differences. As such, they seem to remove it quite often when it comes to their standard bans. Let's get this going. So, Medivh is taken away. Such a strong hero with such game-changing potential. CPogX Fanclub not wanting to deal with that. Once again, CPogX Fanclub running with a substitute. Talking Trees subbing in for them. As Garrosh is going to be banned away. Something we have seen BKB absolutely dunk fools on. So seeing that is going to be a very sensible ban away. First pick is Junkrat. Another steal away from Team Alexander. Junkrat has been buffed recently, and with the very small distance between lanes, Ripper Air gains huge value, and the control that you get over the control points with those steel traps and concussion mines allows you to have really solid map control and deny turn-ins to your opponents with poke, zoning, and delay control, with still having decent team fight and wave clear. So Junkrat for CPogX Fanclub, very smart. Team Alexander, they take priority on the off lane. Nacho Jin obviously is unlikely going to be playing the URL. This will probably be a swap as Nacho Jin. Actually, they have swapped roles a couple times. The only really solid role we've seen is Hyde playing on... Yeah, I think it is Nacho Jin on the URL. Sorry, yeah, the only solid role we've seen 100% is Hyde on support, but everyone else has rotated a little bit. Spells tanked a bit. Yeah, I think Nacho Jin is off laning. Lockdown's played it a bit sometimes, but I think they've made a full swap here. Johanna is going to be the tank for CPogX Fanclub. Two Flesh! The weirdest rapper name. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Two Flesh. As we see Johanna and Stukov going to be coming in. Poll results. CPogX Fanclub, 2 votes to Team Alexander, 1 vote at the moment. Cool to see. So, Team Alexander now, their first ban, or their last ban, sorry, Deathwing, gonna be removed. We'll give them some very high kill potential. Deathwing can struggle into Urel, but the stun locks that they can actually get out from Deathwing can be very scary for someone like Hanzo to deal with, and it's a hero that could safely dive the backline. In theory, they could go for a strategy we've been seeing a little bit in other tournaments, where we've been seeing Falling Sword Johanna with someone else who can dive. Deathwing, very capable of doing that. Team Alexander now. They need a support, they need a main tank, and another damage dealer, but of course you can be flexible. They could double support if they wanted to. They could triple frontline if they wanted to. All things we have seen in the past. Let's see what they go for. Muradin for Spell, aka TTSST. Gonna be jumping in. And we have Anduin as the main support. Anduin is a very good support with Muradin, because Muradin, if his jump gets interrupted, which can be by stuns, which Johanna has a lot of, is going to be able to pull Muradin out of danger. Muradin needs to be stuck in there. Anduin is going to be able to punish any of that extra pressure. So, CPogX Fanclub. They go for the triple frontline, something that they have done a lot using heroes like Arthas and many more, but in this case, it is Thrall, and it is going to be Chen. So that is a main tank Johanna with a potentially roaming Thrall or roaming Chen, or a 3-1 split. This does mean solo ranged Junkrat. This means their dive is kind of insane. So that's good. Junkrat is one of the safest backliners. Very interesting to see. And final pick of a Team Alexander, Sylvanas. Hanzo did not offer them a lot of pushing potential. This will make up for that. It also has potential for percentage damage, using that level 1 talent combined with the Festering Wounds to get massive percentage damage output. Could really burn through those front lines. Will be cool to see if that is the path they take. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be loading into map number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen shall be the map as we are preparing for game number 1 of week 2. The final game of week number 2, because it's Sunday. Final game of week 2, even though it's technically week 3 my time, because it's Monday here. That's how far ahead I am time-wise. But it's the final game, the final series, first game, and this is a best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading in to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's get this underway. On the right-hand side, it is going to be Team Alexander with Lockdown. Going to be playing on the Sylvanas. Nacho Jin. Is that your Jin? No, it's Nacho Jin. It is going to be they are going to be playing the Yorel. Hyde is on the Anduin. Gondar on the Hanzo. And Spell is going to be busting out the Muradin. Whereas, on the left-hand side, it is going to be CPogX Fanclub, with BKB playing the Johanna, Legacy on Stukov, the substitute for today, Talking Trees on the Junkrat, Nintori on the Chen, and Mysticles will be playing that Thrall. Let's have a look at some of these level 1 talents as we load into the game and see shots being traded back and forth. No percentage damage coming in for this Sylvanas. We see instead going for the might of the Banshee Queen. Bit of a trade back and forth. Not going to be enough to dive in. Lots of trading back and forth. In fact, very aggro from both teams, looking to try and make a play. No one's going to get punished as of yet. Not enough dive. Meantime, Nintori has been slowly trying to push up this lane, take out the minions, but Nacho Jim won't miss any XP here. Bit of a brawl in the mid lane. Weighted Pustule onto Gondor. Going to pop it. Nope, just lets it expire. Stormbolt is whiffed. Good concussion buy, but the silence came out. Not under where Spell landed, but from where he left. But they get him! Stukov finishes the job there. Has gone for the Reactor Ballista Balls. Was able to pop the Weighted Pustule to finish off the kill. Nicely done. Very good job. We also, by the way, do have the Rolling Thunder, which we have already seen Thrall use to get huge burst onto that Muradin, percentage damage of their own. Lockdown. A little bit of damage. Not enough for a kill. Easy sidestep by Lockdown. Remember, Lockdown and the rest of Team Alexander are going to be playing from Korea here. They have a lot of ping to deal with. But no worse than a bad server day from Blizzard. Hey! As we see Spell picking up many gems, just controlling the area. It is going to be... Sorry, squeaky chair. It is going to be Simple Geometry coming in from the Hanzo. Trying to gain stacks there. The only stacking talent in the game outside of Muradin, who we've already mentioned, the Perfect Storm. It is, of course, a blow 'em up for Junkrat. Really wants that extra bonus damage. Reacting to the traps, because once again, this is going to be a very control-based composition. And Laws of Hope coming in for BKB on that Johanna. Wants to gain some control there. Let's see how the bot lane's going. Nothing has happened. Wonderful. We're going to be seeing Lockdown once again chased away, playing safe. Just dealing with the fact that he might be pressured at some point, but playing far back, not getting punished. Stack gained for Spell as level 4 is hit. It's a sledgehammer. That helps them deal with the Web Weavers. It's 300%, 350% damage, including all non-heroic enemies. This includes the Web Weavers, and this is where they get massive value out of this. They have also gone for the serrated arrows, so going for very heavy wave clear. Coming in for Team Alexander, they're really trying to deal with these Web Weavers, playing very defensively. Offensive, they're going to get good value with Sylvanas. They're just going to have that. Sledgehammer will also work there as well. But they are playing to a point where even if they lose the Web Weavers, they're going to be able to clear them ridiculously quickly. Bottom Siege Camp is claimed by CPogX Fanclub. Nitrogen scouts it, can't do anything about it. Spell disengages from a little bit of harassment onto Talking Trees and BKB. Damage onto Lockdown, Shattering Teeth, baited out by Hyde there to make sure that Lockdown doesn't get caught on it on the way out. Spell able to zone everyone away and backs up, keeping his team safe. Other level 4 talents we see here, we see the Chattering Teeth, we've already mentioned that. Biotic Armor, going to help out against Hanzo and Sylvanas. They're both very spell power focused, but they both still auto attacks as Simple Geometry is complete. Good job. Hyde, by the way, triple frontline. How does Hyde react? He goes for the Inner Fire. Extra 15% attack range and extra attack speed means he's able to stay a lot further back and keep himself safe. Lockdown and Nitrogen, a little bit pressure. Nitrogen may have gone a bit too deep here. There's the way to Pustule slow. Silence, and that's a pop. Nicely done as they pick up the second kill in this game. Lockdown over the wall to escape danger there as Hyde and Gondar going to be backing up. There's level 7 hit. We see the Brewmaster's balance for Chen, allowing him to sustain more in lane, more stuns, but right into the root of Junkrat, but able to survive. It is going to be a sticky wicket, a 2-second silence. Able to sustain it so far. Yrel, by the way, Righteous Momentum and the Hand of Freedom. Standard build, but so funny, makes you so fast. And Meridian with the heavy impact. This may end up being a Haymaker build. This can, of course, still be an Avatar, but so far this build is has a high potential for Haymaker. It's more than likely to be Avatar, though. Hyde, you can see, doing the very sensible move of pulling this Chattering Teeth. He's attempting to pull it all the way to the minion wave, but you can see Junkrat just replaces it. Lockdown diving past the team. Sustains out as they begin burning through this Web Weaver. Let's see how the other lanes are doing. Hanzo with that scatter arrow already down to tiny bit of health. Really good clear here. Yrel doing as best she can, but Nintori is pressuring very hard. Spell getting focused, dropped to stun, gained to stack, but is still being forced back. All the Web Weavers have been cleared. All the forts have taken very little damage. The front towers, though, taking a little bit. You can see Nintori taking a little bit of damage there. Stunned under towers, takes a bit. But is this a bait? Here comes Mr. Cleese. Where's the root? Doesn't land. Nacho Jin baits it away as we see a counter dive coming in from Team Alexander, but with Lockdown zoned away, they're not going to be able to push up any further. They just get some extra damage out from Gondar and let it go. It's going to be a slow game for these teams to start off with as they look for their opportunity to try and make a play. Root onto Junkrat. There we go. And Team Alexander on the board. They pick up a kill. Gondar is deep over the wall. Dodges the root. But here comes Nintori. Diving deep to silence. Everyone is zoned away from Gondar. Leap of faith. But he's pulled right onto BKB as they chase deep. Kick from Nintori. 10 gems are dropped. Only 5 recovered. And they may lose more. Hyde, body blocked by BKB, is taken out a spell. Looks to try and get the turnaround play with Nacho Jin. Stunning everyone out to try and hold this. Spell focuses onto that front line, but BKB is tanking too well. They hit level 10. They lose Junkrat, but they trade out for 2. Hanzo and Anduin both taken out. The majority of the gems were recovered, but that was still a rough situation to be in. Good engage by CPogX Fanclub there. So you see those level 10s in. It is the Wandering Keg, baby. They are here for isolation. There's the Earthquake. Lockdown. Focus down. Can he get out? He is locked down. He's trying to escape. Vision denied. Dragon Arrow. Haunting Wave. 28 health. He's on the run. Flashlight gets him, but BKB gives his life for it, making it a 1-for-1. Spell tries to get the stun onto Mr. Cleese, but Mr. Cleese is saved by his own medallion and Legacy, dropping the Flailing Swipe. Level 10 is now available for both teams. It is, of course, the Avatar combined with Light Bomb, as both these teams are popping off now. The greed for that kill. The gems again were recovered as we see another attempt at a turn-in for Team Alexander. Nacho Jin. He fast. He slowed. He fast again. He's going to try and make his way out. Nintori just continuing to try and pressure, doing 10 things. I'm going to keep drinking and then kicking you in the face. It's like a British football team abroad. As we see... Oh, sorry, British football fans abroad. Spell going to back away. Stay safe, Gondar. Unstoppable. Leap of faith. Light bomb for the shield. He's so low. He gets away. Hyde with the clutch light bomb. Lockdown, though. He went behind to try and distract and ends up perishing for it. Nacho Jin starting in. There is the Ardent Defender. We will see Nacho Jin barreled away, though he tries to flee. Root is good. Dragon Arrow comes out, but it's too late. Multi-stuns from Spell. He's got the Pierce. He's trying to get people locked down, but the kills are coming in thick and fast for CPogX Fanclub. Up to 7 kills. 7 kills to 2. They still haven't taken a fort, but with those kills, with that soak, they've been able to get enough gems for a second turn in. They're going to start their Bruiser camp as the blue Web Weavers are achieved. They're pushing up the lanes to get maximum Web Weaver value. But we immediately see this Bruiser camp being rotated onto Sylve, doing the sensible thing. Lockdown. He's got possession, by the way, to make this a little quicker. And also the fact that they might be in a defensive position for a while, so getting enemy catapults will help. Mid lane, the only one that's in hard danger right now, because this Web Weaver is going to spawn right at the fort, but Bruiser Camp is on the way for both teams. This is where problems can rise. Lockdown, not the best position, kicked. Haunting Wave gets away this time. Another weighted pustule. Lockdown getting bullied right now as they push in. Level 13 is available. They go in. Blessed Shield. Silence. It's good. Hyde is out of the park. Loses 20 plus gems. Spell being barreled. Can he get that Dwarf Toss? Will he be able to do it? He pops the Avatar. Focus down. Drops the Storm Bolt for the stun. Full retreat as we see them trying to get onto Spell, but he's too tanky. Lockdown is out. Nacho Jin over the wall, but they lost Anduin and they lost a lot of gems as CPog are just powering through. Kick onto Lockdown, diving deep. But no, the Lurking Arm does not land this time. The Blessed Hammer from BKB does actually hit Lockdown. So does the Bouncing Lightning. Lockdown ain't looking good right now. Gonna see the healing. Hyde topping him up as best they can. As level 13 is finally going to be hit for Team Alexander. There's 2 forts in that push as Lockdown goes to clear. Make it 3. No one's defending this. They have minion waves on the way, and BKB is proxying. This will be fort number 3, but the question is, can they get anything else out of this? Can they get out safely? A stun, number 1, barrel. The Bless Shield does miss, thanks to the barrel knocking them away, but thanks to that, everyone will escape. Nice play there by Nintori to get out safely. They don't get the fort, but it's low enough that they can come back for it later, and it will be fine. Legacy knocked away. Level 13s, we do see the Repentance extra slow. More bullying coming in. Lockdown's in trouble. Haunting Wave out. They're going to try and turn into Nintori, but Lockdown is very low. That's a deep dive. Looking to try and make the play. Nintori is out. Wailing Arrow does not land. Root onto Nacho Jin, forced to back away. We see the Windrunner combined with the Festering Wounds. Why Sylvanas is diving so deep here. Really just trying to get massive burst output here. Combining Festering Wounds with the spell power from Might of the Banshee Queen means pain. Bot lane. Lockdown doesn't roam out into it. Not worth the risk. We also have Enchant Boots Lion's Speed. That little bit of extra healing from Anduin on the pull target is maybe the difference between it living and dying. And Bronzebeard Rage really starting to become the more popular talent these days on Thrall. It's nice to see it actually being picked now. Hyde clearing out. Web Weavers are acquired. CPogX. Moving aggressively towards the bot lane, the only fort. They have a siege giant down there. Hanzo, even on the way. They're going to bring all 5 members down here to clear out this camp and try and push with that Web Weaver. Muradin checking to see if there are any flanks. Gondar's going to show as well. Risky to be here. Those Skatara not landing where they want it at all. And we do have a pause. For the sake of integrity, we will jump back to me when that happens. While we wait for this pause to conclude, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that if you're having a good time, I cannot see that. I mean, I should be able to see the chat, actually. It's not like referees can be the only ones to see chat. I'm sure it's fine. Either way, once again, as a reminder, if you are enjoying the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division, you can support the prize pool by hitting !Matcherino in chat. Then you can donate to the prize pool, which will increase it and potentially encourage NGS to do a Season 2. I hope they do a Season 2 because this was great. So if you could raise that prize pool, more teams will see just how amazing this is, and we'll get even more sign-ups for next season. We'll get the Koreans back, hopefully, if we could encourage them like this. This would be fantastic. That's something that I'm sure most of you would love to see, and supporting the prize pool is one of the best ways to do that. So thank you very much for everyone who's been generous so far. Let's keep it going. 2,000 by the end of the season. I think we're hitting it by week 4 because you guys always pull through, and I love it. If you are just enjoying the amount of insane hard work that Nexus Gaming Series are putting into these kind of broadcasts, though, you can also check out their Patreon. I'm pretty sure there's a command in chat called !Patreon, and you can check that out. You can become a patron for NGS. They don't just do Storm Division, they do an Amateur Division as well. And admit it! I am in the Amateur Division. I am on a D West team, which is the worst time zone for me, but I wanted to, and I just wanted to play and have some fun in a competitive environment. I am on a wonderful team with KC, Ruffian, Star, and wow, and Lana with Tiger as a sub, and myself, of course. I'm playing offlane. Wow, I couldn't believe I forgot a name there. Where we play against some very fun teams, and right now, and I'm gonna jinx it, we are undefeated. We have yet to lose a map. 2 weeks in, we have yet to lose a map, and I know I've jinxed it. But we're doing well, so keep an eye on my Twitter and join my Discord, where you can see when I play in those games, where I will usually tweet the caster. It was fun. Last week was Baha, week before was Venus, and I believe this week is Venus on Thursday, where we will be playing our next matchup. So come watch me play PvE Farmville while my team actually does the work. Feels good. Offlane life. Let's go. Feels amazing. And speaking of me, you can support me by hitting a donation button using bits, or maybe a sub button. It is September, meaning that if you gift a sub to someone else, they can continue that sub for 1 extra month for a cheaper price, saving up to 30%, between 20 and 30%, I think, by continuing that sub for several months. And once again, if you sub or donate while I am casting Storm Division, then that money goes to me. So if you like what I'm doing here today, am I ref? I am ref. I am ref. Okay. Still are. Yes. And Alexander. I didn't realize I was ref. There we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Pause break. Alrighty, we're in. We're in, team. Let's get this underway. Back into the game. But if you sub or donate while I am casting, then I get the money from that. So you can help me afford to eat tomorrow. As we see the pressure onto bot lane being applied by Team Alexander, looking to try and get themselves back to the XP game as level 16 is hit by CPogX Fanclub. And Team Alexander decided it's time to skedaddle. But look at this. CPogX Fanclub have already cleaned out all the other lanes. Webweaver perished. Webweaver perished. Bot Webweaver concluded. However, they do have 81 gems. They have enough for another turn-in, but they haven't claimed a fort yet. They're not level 16. This is a problem. Let's have a look at some of those level 16 talents for CPogX Fanclub. Flying Leap coming in from the Chen. Cooldown reduction. And that extra range means better chances to dive in and barrel people into your team. The Alpha Wolf percentage damage gonna be good here. Lockdown playing it safe. Little bit of trouble for Nacho Jin. In full retreat, Hand of Freedom says goodbye. And doesn't even let the lightning bounce. Oh, hello, BKB. Scouted out by High, Nacho Jin zoning away. We also have that imposing presence for the Johanna. And we're going to be having Endless Nades and Super Strain as well. Nice to see. Bruisercam picked up by Team Alexander. They hold position for the moment. As we have another set of blue Webweavers coming in. CPogX Fanclub. Going to be pushing in further just as level 16 is hit for Team Alexander. So this will help them de-push. Nacho. No barrel. They're going to try and pressure Nidori. He may have to barrel. No. He pops Medallion first. Big dive onto Nacho Jin, who has to pop his Ardent Defender. Bless Shield. Dragon Arrow. Is that enough for Nacho Jin to escape? Yes, it is. Barrel's good. We do see the Riptide chasing him down, but it's going to turn around and focus on Dispel, who's able to pop that Avatar. Lockdown. Bouncing in and out with the Windrunner. Spell is in serious trouble, though. Going to be backing out as best they can. The Dwarf launch not able to save them. It was on cooldown. Rest of the team's going to be able to clean out middle Web Weavers, but they are in trouble right now. Getting kinda bodied, taking a lot of damage. They live, though. They are alive. Clearing onto bottom lane. Mid is in serious trouble. We have the Templar's Verdict. Extra armor reduction. Sylve with Will of the Forsaken. Extra mobility. Gondar over the wall, but he's being chased. Can he get away here? Kick! And bam! Chen's going to finish the kill with the Fire Breath. The percentage damage of Giant Slayer not going to be enough to deal with Chen. The isolation of CPogX Fanclub is just too strong right now. As they put the pressure on, they take out that middle keep. First keep of the game, going over to CPogX Fanclub, as they hold a very strong position in this game. Looks like they may be attempting to do a boss with Hanzo dead for 20 seconds. They believe they have the time, and this will apply more pressure onto top keep. So this is their plan. Going to be clearing that up as best they can. Johanna's showed on the map. BKB keeping the pressure on. Pleb Horse, by the way, but not Pleb Skin. Going to back away. Nacho Jin scouting the bush. Going to try and turn in 38 gems. In the meantime, 7 and 16. Nacho Jin is denied Legacy. Prevented it with the weighted pustule, and Johanna gets away. Lockdown got theirs in 23. If they get those 38 gems in, it will be enough for the turn-in. There's the root focus. Concussion mine right through the lurking arm. Hyde's in trouble. Hyde is gone. As we do see Lockdown in full retreat. The isolations again. CPogX Fanclub with the barrel, with the concussion mine, with the dives. No one can escape. Spell is focused out. Riptire is used. Even Avatar cannot tank through that. Lockdown backs away. There's nothing he can do. The core is under pressure. Level 20 is hit. They go for the end. It's the energizing brew. Extra health. Trying to tank through and 20 bonus damage. It's an end game condition. Thrall 1v1's Lockdown. Mysticles gets the kill. It is going to be a Storm Shield. We are blinded by the light. We already saw that being picked up to give them the sustain they need to end the game. And that is going to be it. Boss doesn't even get a hit onto the core, as CPogX Fanclub takes game number 1. Very, very solid game for CPogX. They had a strong showing in this game number 1. Very nicely done. Remember this, they picked first pick for this. This was the Team Alexander map choice. We can see the results there. 15 kills to 2. And the only people, Deranged Mini 1. It could also be Minion, spelled weird, but it is Deranged Mini 1. Thank you for the follow to the NGS channel. Maybe consider a sub or a donation to keep your cast eating tonight. So, we have only 2 deaths, Johanna and Junkrat. Junkrat because Squishy, and the Johanna because they were the only person far enough forward to actually kill most of the time, and only the person who was far enough forward alone to kill. It was an insane performance from the side of Team Alexander. They really did just put on a show in this match. Very, very nicely done. Sorry, you may notice the screen moving around a bit. There we go. There was a little line at the top and it was tilting me. I fixed it. I did it. So, in terms of statistics, Thrall with the highest hero damage, because it turns out percentage damage just eating Thrall on cooldown, sorry, eating Muradin on cooldown is pretty solid. The Anduin was a solid attempt, but everyone was very grouped up. He was not able to turn that game on its head, as I'm sure he would have liked to try and keep his team safe with that extra range, because Chen was always able to dive deep. And let's talk about that. Chen was able to dive very deep with that flying leap and didn't even need that most of the time. Went with the Storm Stout recipe for sustain in the lane, and then Withering Flame to make sure that anyone they dived wasn't going to be a threat in the team fight anyway. And you can see that in the majority of the dives, he very rarely went for Anduin. Majority of the time, it was either onto Sylvanas, forcing one of those mobility talents to be used, preventing them from being used for diving, or onto Hanzo, trying to force out that leap where he or Thrall could then follow. And they were able to do a fantastic job there with that dive. Stokov, several of those kills were achieved via lurking arms. Sorry, not lurking arms, via weighted pustules. There were several weighted pustule kills in this game. He went with the reactive ballista pulse, and it wasn't even due to that. You can see the targeted excision here. Did it exactly 1 weighted pustules. Reduces the cooldown of bio kill switch by 5, and that's exactly what we saw there, and other basic abilities by 1.5 seconds. Exactly what we saw there from Legacy, able to snipe kills with single weighted pustules and then get cooldowns for heals to keep his team topped up and safe. Very cool, very smart, and very attractive. Feels good. Nice job, Team Alexander, as they take game number 1. Wait, no. Nice job to CPogX Fanclub. Wow, I am not awake today. I'll fix it. We will be good. CPogX Fanclub, 1-0 up in this series in very convincing fashion. Level 22, level 17. A 3-level lead at the end of that game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 7 times more kills than their enemies. 7.5 times more kills than their enemies. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Waiting for a lobby to materialize so that I may jump into it. Feels good. Alrighty, so once again, allow me to show you guys to the table to find out what these teams are fighting for right now. Team Exodia are top of the table with 2 points. They have managed to win 6 games, aka 2 best-of-5 series. They've lost 3 maps total, which is pretty decent, but they are definitely assailable. They've been able to do a good job. Every other team has been able to win one and lose one, except for Seaton and Chili Mountain, who have both, unfortunately, lost both of their series. They both took maps, 3 maps taken total, so again, there's a chance for them to begin their comeback. And of course, the other 2 teams who have not been able to deal with, win or lose 2 matches yet, Team Alexander and CPogX, because we're casting them now. VC Junkie, this is live with a delay for the sake of professional integrity. CPogX Fanclub, they were able to win their first game, their first series in week 1. Team Alexander beat out VGM, one of the favorites for Storm Division. VGM were able to win their second series, but overall, insane performances from both these teams, really piling on the pressure. In terms of who they beat, we've already mentioned, CPogX Fanclub were able to beat out the other Koreans. Able to beat them out in a 3-1, as we were talking about earlier. This was the first game that was played. Well, you see the schedule. You can see the schedule by heading to nexusgamingseries.org and nexusgamingseries.org/division/storm. There you will be able to see the schedule and the table, where you will find all the details you are looking for, my friend. Let's go. We have a lobby. So let me find out what the map is. So first pick was claimed by Team Alexander. We expected that. And the map is going to be... Here we go. The map is going to be Cursed Hollow. Map selected once again by CPogX Fanclub. So Team Alexander looking for the first pick this time. It definitely helped out CPogX last time. Can Team Alexander turn it round? Last time, they also lost very severely in their first game, but let's see if they're going to be able to bring it back in this game number 2. Excitement is abound. Winner of this will move into a tied first place, where they will be at the top of the table with Team Exodia. Exciting. Jixicat, thank you very much for gifting the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. It is insanely appreciated. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to move the alerts. There it is. Let's move that to this side. There we go. Shrink. There we go. That fits there. That'll live there. Nicely done. Alrighty, Jixicat, thank you for gifting the 5 gifted subs to Ant-Man Sucks. I like Ant-Man. Paul runs a treasure. Barclay's Revenge. Thank you very much. MSG 555. O'Malley Music and the Co-op Smith. Congratulations on your gifted subs from Jigsy Cat. And very importantly, it is currently September, meaning if you want to carry on that sub for another month or two, if you want to carry on that sub for a month, 2 months, 3 months, you can do so. And if you want to carry that on, what you can do is you can hit the sub button. You can hit that sub button, which is already a sub, and continue that sub. And what you will do, depending on how long you sub for, either 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you can save anywhere between 20 and 30% on your subscriptions to the Nexus Gaming Series channel. So you can save yourself some money thanks to Capital One supporting September here on Twitch. And while I am casting Storm Division on this channel, when you subscribe to, or donate bits to the Nexus Gaming Series channel, while anyone is casting Storm Division on it, the money goes directly to the caster. So in this case, if you want to carry on those subs, that money will still go to me. And again, thank you very much for the gifted subs. And Kyocha, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go already! It's draft time! Let's go! It is it! Team Alexander gonna be taking the first ban here, as they have opted for first pick and first ban. Let's get this going. Let's go. Garrosh still going to be banned out. Still scared of that BKB Garrosh, and I do not blame them. It's been good for approximately 6 years. Wait, when did Garrosh come out? It's been good for approximately 5 years. Who can blame them for being scared of BKB's Garrosh? Because he has been good for 7 years. So we're going to see the Medivh banned away. Seriously, it's kind of cool to see someone like BKB here because he really has just been a staple of the scene. He was one of the players who I talked to along with Naniwa in Technical Alpha, where we played some triples together on Blackheart's Bay. He has been around and good for that long. He is just kind of great at the game. So, with Medivh banned out from Team Alexander keep it the same, and they remove the Ana. Ana taken away. CPogX. What's your last ban? What did they ban out last time? It was this. It was the Kobe. So the exact same bans in the completely opposite order. Except for obviously for the tier 2 bans where it was Deathwing and... oh, I don't remember. Either way, Hyde wants the Stukov. And he's going to take it. With the recent nerfs to Deckard, he is still very, very strong. But Stukov has just leapt up to one of the highest priority supports, as Team Alexander will pick him up. And we also know that Hyde is kind of a gold, so that's understandable. And Rock Dog 444. For starters, we have a Rock Cow. I would love a Rock Dog skin for ETC. Maybe some Jailhouse Rock references would be pretty good from the King of Rock and Roll. And Li Ming coming in for CPogX Fanclub. Again, thank you very much, Rock Dog, for your subscription. Li Ming on the board. This is scary already. ETC still absolutely broken because Encore is stupid. And Li Ming going to be able to capitalize on that very well. It's a very large map. Plenty of opportunities for setup moshes, wombo combos. Spell bringing out the Diablo. Spell, of course, TTSST, sorry, on that Diablo. As the cast used to call him, Tist. That's a silly name. Tis a silly name. But that Diablo, plenty of opportunities to maybe interrupt that ETC or to burst it down before value can be gained. And the Junkrat, this time taken by Team Alexander. It was a first pick for CPogX last time. Team Alexander going to be prioritizing it this time for that insane rotational and wave clear ability, especially once you hit level 16, where Ripper Air means Air Junkrat is in session and no amount of flight grounding that is happening in today's world will slow him down as he rotates between lanes. I have to be very careful what I say here because of YouTube monetization rules. Hanzo, banned away. Even though they were able to kill it off quite consistently last time, CPogX Fanclub don't want to deal with it, so they ban it away. There's still a lot of damage output. And we see the Greymane, removed by Team Alexander. Now, Team Alexander removed the Greymane here because synergized with Li Ming and ETC, their burst output, especially if they go for the Pinball Wizard, will give them a ridiculous amount of burst, meaning Li Ming is more likely to get consistent resets. So banning that away means there's less heroes who can really set up for Li Ming as effectively or really guarantee a last hit kill to try and grab that reset. So instead, they go for sustained damage. Someone who can set Li Ming up to get those kills. They pick up the Rainer for CPogX Fanclub. Once again, talking trees, he was subbing in for the last game. He has now been replaced by Noah, who has returned and arrived in time to see perhaps his team claim tied first place in the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division. D.Va! She's allowed! Wait, is she allowed? Are we 2 weeks in? Mods? The hero isn't playable. 21st is when it said. Oh no! 21st is when it's allowed. It's 21st for me, but it's 21st for them too, because they're ahead. Oh no! They didn't realize. They forgot how time zones work. Oh no! Okay, they've changed it to Dahaka and let the enemy team know we're going to be seeing Yarel coming in as the lobby is dodged and will make that down. Recognize today allow. Yeah, it's exactly what they thought. It's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. They fixed it. They are fixing it. But yeah, that's hilarious. D.Va is unbanned. D.Va is unbanned on the 21st of September for myself and any country to the east of me, including South Korea. It's technically the 21st, and they didn't realize it wasn't already the 21st in America yet. They got bamboozled by time zones. Unlucky. Feels bad. But they figured it out. They replaced it with Dahaka. We're all good. We are all good. Lobby's being set up. They're making it in the standard pick mode. Oh, that is unlucky. Bamboozled by time zones. I have been bamboozled by time zones so often. So I 100% respect this. Oh, man. Feels bad. Let's see if this makes a difference. How much was their draft built around that assumption? That misunderstanding? How much was that draft built around that D.Va? Caster R. We just need... No, that's not the player R. You numpty, that's the caster R. Well, hopefully the creeds are ready. People don't... That's why I put caster before, to double check if people are ready. They might pause at the start to make sure everyone's ready. We will see. If not, maybe the creeds will pause if they're not ready. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we are loading in to Cursed Hollow as our game number 2 in this best of 5 series. We'll see if we get a pause. Looks like we're good. No, Yarel was picked. Yarel was the final pick coming in from CPogX Fanclub. Okay, everyone is moving, so we will head in. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side of the board, currently in the blue trunks and 1-0 up in this series, hailing from the US of A, except for one player who's from Latvia, we have Nintori, and also maybe Canada, I can't remember. We have Nintori on the D.Va, Mysticles on the Li Ming, BKB on the ETC, Noah gonna be playing that Raider, and Legacy gonna be playing the Malfurion. Whereas on the right-hand side, it is going to be Team Alexander looking to try and make their way back into this series. Lockdown on the Junkrat, Gondar on Cassia, which was the final pick. Spell going to be on that Diablo, and Hyde on the Stukov. So yes, in case you missed it, the last pick was Cassia for Team Alexander. Here we go. Nintori bopping everyone away as his team looks to clear the lane. Concussion Mine sends ETC just straight into Austria as Noah is chased down. There's the double. And Team Alexander start off in style. No chill at all. They look for more. They're trying to chase down Mr. Cleese. Concussion Mine not landing in time. Teleport too much. They do land the Lightning Fury though. A little bit of extra damage. Team Alexander popping off. They are ready. They are here in style. The South Korean boys here to show you how it's done and bring themselves back into this series. Top lane. Say hello to Nintori and Natojin, who are going to have a very boring time unless Nintori decides to play hyper-aggressive, which he freaking might. Yarels can just do that. We're starting to go for a bruiser camp, taken for both teams. Lockdown and Hyde. Hyde doing the tanking because he has a little bit more self-sustain. They will trade aggro back and forth, though, to make the most of that spreading, healing pathogen. On the other side, it was BKB who has massive self-sustain, and Noah, who, by the way, at level 1 did go for the Exterminator. Coming in here, extra wave clear, extra mercenary clear. It's going to allow him to do stuff like this and to help out with that bruiser camp and clear it very fast. Other talents worthy of note. Tissue regeneration, tankiness coming in from the Dahaka, who is, guess what, being bullied because Yarel's good. Gonna back away here. We see once again that reactive ballista pause trying to prevent hard burst from coming in. A blow 'em up for Junkrat and the charged strikes. Let's see what we go for level 4. It's usually Ring of Leech or the War Traveler. It is going to be Ring of Leech. Big knock onto Junkrat. Goodbye, Junkrat. Nacho Jin comes in. They're going to try and get the counter kill onto BKB. Charges there. No stun onto the wall, though. And now they're just trying to lock him down, but they can't do it. They can't chase, especially with the tangly roots dropped by Legacy, keeping his team safe and alive. Good attempt at a counter kill. They really went for that. Whoa, that's an interesting setup here. We have Soul Shield and Life Leech. Diablo going for the melee talent here, so he's still likely going to go for Diabolical Momentum and Cruelty. Uh-oh. Good self-cleanse. We see the amulet. The medallion, sorry, being used by Gondar, keeping himself safe from any follow-up stuns. Hero Stalker? Yes, Hero Stalker coming in for Team Alexander on that Dahaka. Very risky to see. Nacho Jin. Spell. Nice little charge there, baiting BKB into the right position to give himself the easiest retreat route. Speaking of routes, was rooted down by Malfurion. Legacy really doing a good job here, really zoning heroes out. But they are bringing people here. Dahaka going to be able to tunnel in at any point, and Cassia gets a little bit of extra soak in the mid lane. Big charge. The mine does land. Steel trap onto BKB. The focus is there. Gondar going a little deep. Not enough to pick up a kill. They've got a concussion mine directly on the tribute to keep the pressure on. Dahaka looking to double soak. He does not have that speed boost, so he isn't going to be able to double soak as effectively, but he's going to do his best. Walking from lane to lane, saving his tunnel to help his team. A little bit of pressure being traded back and forth in that bottom lane. In the meantime, BKB tries to channel. Gondar attempts to go deep hide with the lurking arm to deny. BKB getting annoyed and consistently denied by Junkrat. Steel trap in the bush to prevent the dive that BKB will kind of have to do to capitalize and maybe set up these kills. Divine Steed for the Yarel, and it looks like they've given up. They can maybe interrupt once more, but they're not going to try it. They've realized that this delay is losing them a lot of experience, and they will not get this in this situation where Junkrat is here. See the pressure on spell. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, but the root did catch him, and as such, Legacy will live. We do, in fact, see that Diabolical Momentum. Very cool to see. It's just kind of interesting to see the feast, not see the feast on fear, which is the usual synergy with this. But we do see that Soul Shield, in this case, picked up to synergize and counter that Li Ming burst damage. Diablo's going to be eating those shots the most, and that's why we see that talent. The feast on fear would usually be the usual for the auto-attack build, but it's a reactionary play that does make sense. It's unusual, but it works. Spell just continuously trying to annoy, even tackles to a minion to make sure they get out safe, as Siege Giants are going to be picked up by Team Alexander. Going to be seeing that Sticky Wicket, the Silence, no surprise there. The Calamity, it is going to be that Pinball Wizard and the Loudspeakers. Lots of extra burst. Fantastic. That extra loudspeakers means more chance of landing Encore. There's the root. Lurking arm. Cleanse comes out. They're going to try and get BKB, who's just in the wrong place. Can he get out? He's a full level away from level 10. If he can live that long, he can probably stage dive out if he wants to. Everyone else going to retreat. Yarel's going to try and delay top lane. BKB, he's on the run. Stuns out Stukov. Concussion Mine. Dodged. Heals. He jukes. He's trying to get away with this. He's really trying to get out. He's committed, but he is out of action longer he does this. Power slide. Grenade. He's still healing. The guitar solos are keeping him healed. He's on the run. Diablo gets his souls. Grenade. Sidestepped. Eats one more. He's healing 190. Power slides through BKB. I know there's action happening, but I gotta see the end of this. I'm so invested. BKB. He's trying to get out. Rainer dies. BKB is dead. The boss was stolen while all this is happening. It was taken by Team Alexander. I'm sorry. That was probably more interesting, but I was so invested in this. this. Level 10 is hit by Team Alexander. They get the kill onto Raider. They get the boss because there was no frontline available, and they even get the tribute and their own boss. Team Alexander grabbing everything on the board here. Here's level 10. He does pick stage dive. He could have got out if he just survived a little bit longer. We're going to see the boss getting focused down. That's going to be picked up. Team Alexander, so much pressure being applied here. They've already taken the first fort. We have the second boss killed off after it's taken a little bit of towers. The Siege Giant camp not getting any extra tower damage as well. And it will be cleaned up by BKB. Bruiser camp's being taken again. Boss on the way. And right now, Team Alexander are just in a dominant position. Pushing into the top lane. By the way, we did see the grounding rod. Lightning Fury or Fen slows for Cassia. Can allow her team to set up stuns very effectively. And it's a good follow-up for the Valkyrie. Valkyrie into Fen means a very... Oh! Reyna's Raider is going to be dragged by Nitrogen there. And they're coming into this for Valkyrie. Focus, slow, dead. That's exactly what they want to see here. But Nitrogen, he's caught under the fort here. Gonna borrow the power slide though and will survive. Stage dive to attempt to turn that. Tribute spawns. Knockdown could probably interrupt this. Will he try? Got it. He interrupted it. Everyone else was being pressured on top as the Vision Camp was taken. Tori looking to just try and cause some harassment while his team arrives. Legacy moving forward, healing up BKB. Is caught in the root stun. Silence. Concussion by knocks him out of the silence though. Nintori comes in for the delay. The team is very split right now. Nintori and BKB wrapping around. Riptide are going to try and run him down here, but the backline is completely separated from their front line. BKB going to eat the shots here. Nintori's backing up. Looks like they're just here to delay this right now. This is not looking good. Oh, it was interrupted. The port was interrupted. Nacho Jin chases him down. The concussion, but the Riptire gets the kill. Completely missed that. The tribute is acquired. The curse is gained. The boss made it all the way to the wall and took out and now the minions are doing tower damage. Oh no, Noah, he's in trouble. Concussion might doesn't land. They might be able to get out. BKB, face melt. Gets him out. Noah is low, but they can't catch him. Gonna back away this time. So, we're gonna be seeing, talent-wise, Primal Rage, extra damage from that Dahaka. We see the God of Trap and Ball, extra traps, what we like to see. Gloves of Alacrity, keeping the Cassia at a safe range. The Virulent Reaction, of course, and there is Cruelty. Looking to just get massive auto-attack speed to get those diabolical momentums and those life leeches. Meantime, Nacho Jin gets a drag. No follow-up. Nothing to be gained here. So can they get a keep out of this? Meantime, BKB is split pushing because, of course, his team needs XP. They hit level 13 themselves. Oh my, it is not Encore, it's Face Melt. The 50% slow. BKB realizes thinking his team needs more peeling in this case. Goes for the slow to try and prevent the chases. Oh, this looks familiar. BKB, there's isolation. He's under keep. He's slowed. He's dragged. BKB is gone. The rest of the team is running across the map. They're scouted by the trap, though. Steel Trap sees them, and here comes the members of Team Alexander. It's a slight push in bot lane, but they have got to leave. Gondar shows on the map. Lets them know people are coming down. But with everyone disappearing from the map, they believe CPogX Fanclub have retreated. They're right to believe so. And they're going to come and steal this siege camp. They focus that down. Lots of pressure. Very nicely done. Stage dive. BKB is back, baby. Looking to try and make something out of this, but Spell attacking through. Soul Shield expires. Root. Valkyrie denied by a wall, but not denied by a Spell, who dives in with the Apocalypse. Looking for Noah, who's in full retreat now. The Twilight Dream prevented Spell from getting it, but it's still going to be Noah. Sniped away. Nicely done again. Team Alexander picking up yet another kill. Siege Giants were taken as well, and Nintori is in a little bit of trouble. Steel Trap not going to land even with a concussion by Nintori will be able to get out. We also see Spread Volley, by the way, coming in for Junkrat, though. Endless Nades, Gondar in a little bit of trouble. Stunned out. Here comes the rest of the team for help. Medallion is used. They're going to try and turn this onto Nintori. There's the Ardent Defender. Going to be used to try and bait in more abilities so they can try and turn around and to prevent Nintori from getting caught out by that lurking arm. Cassia with the Martial Law, ignoring armor. That's going to help with ETC. It's going to help with the Malfurion? Actually, I don't know who has armor. I know ETC does. It's going to help against ETC. I'm going to keep piling on the pressure. It's also percentage damage, so that's what we want. Oh, no, wait, no, the armor talent's later. No, this is percentage damage. My bad. So they're just going to move in, pile on the pressure to the keep. Stage dive comes in, lands on spell. There is some serious damage onto Nacho Jin right now. Lurking Arm is so good, though. BKB, his pinky toes inside it, so he cannot cast spells. And he is killed off. Huge damage. One more Lightning Fury. Gondar gets the kill. The keep will fall. They grab the double. Are they looking to end with 30 seconds left on the spawn of Raider? They look to try and finish this game here and now. Nintori coming in. Knocks Diablo into that core armor reduction. That is a lot of extra damage we'll be taking, but Nacho Jin is taking the tanking right now. Mysticles pulling the steel traps away. Nacho Jin continuously stunned out. Nintori is putting on a lot of pressure, a lot of harassment, but Mysticles is too low to dive deep. Flailing Swipe to try and zone everyone out so that they can try and finish the game as BKB is here. No mosh pit to prevent this. There's the Apocalypse to zone them out, and that is game. Game number 2 going over to Team Alexander. Game number 2 to Team Alexander. We have a series on our hands. Team Alexander really seemed to struggle in game number 1s of series, but that was strong. 10 kills to 1. We talked about how it was 7.5 times more kills that CPogX Fanclub got last game. That is literally 10 times more kills. That is 10 times the amount of kills that CPogX Fanclub got. Only Nintori caught out once there. Sorry, I got that the wrong way around. Only Junkrat Lockdown caught out once. On the other side, yeah, Nintori did only die once, was able to survive a lot, but so many kills onto Raider, who doesn't have an escape ability of their own, other than maybe zoning penetrating rounds, and ETC, who, yeah, was just run down and chased consistently. In this case, very strong performance. The pressure right now, Junkrat has a 100% win rate in this series, and so does Stukov. Perhaps we'll be seeing either of those getting banned out in the future. We'll have to see. Very brutal. Cassia, top damage output. Also, cool to see. We don't see the Surge of Light, finally. We see Grounding Rod coming in here. That's slow to follow up on their burst, really setting up for that virulent reaction, for Diablo charges, for the Drag Tongue. They really made the most of that, and that was a wonderful change of pace in terms of Cassia talents. Very happy with that. Very on board with this new era of Cassia. Finally. I love Surge of Light, but oh boy, did Blizzard not know how to ban that for a while. Albertans, again, really importantly, Face Melt coming in for ETC. No Encore. He didn't go for the cooldown reduction on the Heroic. So no repeated stage dives for extra split push. He did basically have stage dive every time he needed it though, so in this case, the slow may have worked out better in their favor, and it would have helped him escape a couple more times. A 50% slow is very good, but in this case, he was punished. He was punished, he was chased, and he was killed. Yeah, Gondar's a very good Cassia, Simply Heavy. Yeah, that is very, very true. Could not agree more. And Lockdown is a fantastic Junkrat. 68,000 siege damage. That was actually less than Cassia. He was less than Cassia in every stab, but only by a little in every single one. Cassia's just good, except XP. Good job at XP. He had more deaths than Cassia, so there you go. Beat her in one stat. Did it. Report Lockdown for feed. That's what we need. Alright, we have a lobby, so we'll jump back to me so that I can set up the map screen. Excuse me. Alrighty, so far the team that has had first pick every game has won. Alrighty. So, we're going to be preparing for game number 3 of our best of 5 series, everybody, as we head into the map screen to tell you where we're going. We're going to be seeing Team Alexander getting the map pick, as CPogX Fanclub have opted for first pick. Team Alexander will be taking us to Volskaya Foundry as the next map. Feels good. Spam these pride floats. I assume they're mystic bees. Spam these bees for Mysticles. I love that. That's superb. That is very superb. You know what else is superb? Supporting the prize pool for the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division by hitting !Matcherino in the chat so that you can head to that Matcherino and donate to the prize pool. I'm going to check that prize pool literally right now. I've just clicked on the link. I'm going to see where we're up to. We're up to 1,254, way over halfway towards the goal I have set for Twitch chat to get us to 2,000 by week 4. We're just about to finish week 2. That's 2 weeks to get an extra $746. Maths is hard. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it because Twitch chat has never let me down in Heroes of the Storm. And if not, I am 100% sure that we're going to be able to hit that by the end of the season because you are all amazing and you always surprise me. I set goals and every single time Twitch chat blasts them. Just blasts through them, smashes them to pieces, and I love that. And I love Twitch chat so much for it. So once again, support the prize pools, you can directly support the players. Support the Patreon of Nexus Gaming Series, amateur and professional leagues run by some wonderful people and putting on some great content alongside it. Nexus Edge, Game of the Week, some amazing shows being made by some amazing people. And you can support them by going to the Patreon and becoming a patron of the Nexus Gaming Series. And you can support me! Oh wait, Caster R. Whoops! My bad! That was me they were waiting for that time. So, you can also support me, the caster, by subbing or donating to this stream. Now you may be wondering, but Tetcher, this isn't your stream. Why was subbing Helmet? That is because the Nexus Gaming Series have been very kind to the any point Storm Division is happening on this stream. When you donate bits or subscriptions to this channel while Storm Division is happening, whoever is casting benefits from those bits and subscriptions. Isn't that amazing? So when you want to support your casters for all the entertainment they give you, whether you're a Crushinator guy, or a Jigsy cat, a Skelly, I think she called. Yes, a Skelly. If you're a Skelly, or you're a fan of Crushinator, or Linehouse, or Murder, or Weenus, if you're a fan of any of those people, when you see them streaming and casting Storm Division, you can support them by subbing, or donating. Make sure you support these lovely content creators or myself by subbing and donating. And of course, if you get gifted a sub, continue that sub for another month to 3 months, saving yourself some money thanks to Capital One sponsoring September. There's only a couple days left of September, so make the most of it. And we will be good to go. Support your content creators. They work very hard. Alright, we have to get new R's, I think, because someone joined and left the lobby. Okay, we're just going. Alright, let's go. We're heading into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it! It's 1-1. We're heading into game number 3, ladies and gentlemen, between these two powerhouses. Winner will move into tied 3rd place. And the time for chilling has passed. We are already in. CPogX Fanclub. First pick. First ban. What will they remove? So far, they've consistently banned Chromie. Let's see if they continued that path, or if anything else that was banned out this time is going to make them afraid. We'll see. They've also banned out Medivh basically every game. Are they afraid of those too much to the point of reactionary banning? Yay! He gets banned! We finally have a reactionary ban from these teams as Junkrat changes the ban order for the first time in this series, banned out by CPogX Fanclub. Lockdown, despite being the feeder of his team, has put on such a good performance that they are removing that Junkrat. It's not about damage output, it's not about wave clear, it's all about that lovely, lovely power that is Concussion Mine. The isolation, the burst, it good. Ana is removed. Nice. So, with Ana removed, CPog, Chromie, Medivh, both really good on this map. Chromie, I'd say a little bit better. They banned Stukov! We're in target ban territory, boys and girls! This is how it is. Oh, and non-binary folks, of course. Team Alexander. They banned Ana. Do they ban Garrosh? CPogX have deviated. Do Team Alexander follow suit, or do they stick to their guns? They do! They stick to their guns. Garrosh is removed. Consistency from Team Alexander. CPogX reactionary, but they get Chromie! For the first time, they've banned it basically every game, so in this case, they're having it. Why not? Their first pick, they steal it away, they take it from Team Alexander. However, that does leave Medivh, if Team Alexander wanted it. It's been banned every game by CPogX Fanclub. Was their fear warranted? It's a Jinxie rage. That's what I like to see. Muradin and Hanzo. So we're sticking normally. The priority onto Muradin by TTSST is kind of interesting to see due to in a time where ETC and Diablo have been very highly prioritized. We see them leaning on that Muradin very heavily. And the same with CPogX though. They love that Johanna. Johanna a very good hero to deal with Muradin because it interrupts that Dwarf toss. Deckard Cain on the board as well with the Stukov denied. They choose to go for Deckard Cain. It's going to help them move forward, keep that Johanna topped up. Anti-healing potentially for the Muradin. There's that Medivh, finally gets banned. Won't make it through. Now, healers, offlaners, damage dealers. Yrel has been banned for one of the first times. Still no Diva. Malf and Blaze. That is a lot of crowd control. Malfurion, of course, also one of the top supports. Order in this case, at this point probably goes, in my opinion at least, Stukov, Ana, Malfurion, Deckard. With Deckard and Malfurion pretty interchangeable. CPogX. They now have, last bit, the fan club, of course. It's Deathwing and Raider. Nice. Deathwing going to put on a lot of pressure. Hanzo will get some percentage damage later, and also, he doesn't actually need it. Hanzo, if played correctly, can just dunk Deathwing. Just with so much harassment, it can really be a problem to deal with. So this Deathwing's going to have to play it very effectively and very well in order to make value out of this. And Kael'thas is the final pickup. The classic Infernal Shrines hero makes his way onto Volskaya Foundry. Potential percentage damage as well with that burned flesh. I'm going to try and make some worth out of that. And also, big burst follow-up for Muradin and Blaze. Feels Deece and big mana sustain from Hyde on that Malfurion. Let's see if it works. It's a cool idea. So we're going to be heading in, ladies and gentlemen, to Volskaya Foundry. Game number 3 of this best of 5 series. Who is going to come out on top? We will find out. That hasn't updated, interesting enough. It doesn't appear to be updating. Let me see if I can refresh it manually. Because it should update, because there have been some subs. There have been some subs, and for some reason they're not showing up. Yeah, it doesn't show the subs for some reason. That's weird. I'll have to ask the NGS people about that later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The time for waiting is over. It is time for game number 3 on the right-hand side. Finally on the board. It is Team Alexander with Spell, aka TTSST, playing on the Muradin. We have Hyde on the Malfurion, Lockdown on Kael'thas, Gondar is on the Hanzo, and Nacho Jin is going to be busting out the Blaze. Whereas, on the left-hand side, it is going to be CPogX Fanclub. 3PX represent Legacy on the pause. Jump back to me for the sake of integrity. While we wait for the unpause to happen. Mysterious. Who knows what it could be about? This could be about anything. Quick pause. We dropped our mice. Quick pause. We didn't slash dance. So many things. Also, the amount of people in Storm League who don't respect the dance or the spray of joy and just hit you when you're trying to solo lane against them disgusts me. We have an R from Team Alexander. Am I ref? Nope, not this time. I hope they realize this. They did not make me ref this time. I hope they realize they didn't make me ref, because I can't do anything about this. I can't do anything. I really wish I had a way to tell them. Hang on, I think I have a way. Hang on, where's my Battle.net? I can message Nintori. That's a plan. Social. Chats. Nin. Oh crap, that's EU chat. Nuts! Well now, no replication. Yes, Legacy realizes. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, woof. Okay. Oh, they're both counting down. Let's go. We're in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, it is going to be in the blue trunk, CPogX Fanclub with BKB on Johanna, Legacy on the Decade Kane, Mr. Cleese on Reyna, Noah going to be playing the Chromie, and Nintori is on the Deathwing. We good. We good. Panic over. Let's go. Fire just everywhere. Everything's on fire. Deathwing's made fire. There's more fire. There's lava from Deathwing 2. There's Flame Strike. Everything is on fire. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Knockdown. Attempted route comes in. Nice little sidestep. Counter damage going to be done to BKB. Not enough for a kill. Bot lane is going to be the classic Blaze versus Deathwing lane. He charges him, just goes for it. That's such a D&D thing to do. Just like, you see a huge dragon that you know you can't stun. What do? I'm going to headbutt it. As we see both teams rotating between lanes, trying to grab as much XP as possible. Slight lead for CPogX Fanclub at this early stage of the game, but an early turret camp being started for Team Alexander, while CPogX use their opportunity to grab the biotic emitter very early. They're going to pick that up. Potential double item play to be made for them. So, level 1 talents. We haven't talked about those yet. Dragon Soul, healing for the Deathwing, keeping him sustained in this offlane as BKB looks to slow lockdown, unable to do so. It is going to be the time troubles, the armor increase and reduction. Chromie keeping her team safe and her enemies very unsafe. Spell, TDSST, dives deep, cannot find it. Penetrating round, zones them away and prevents that being taken. Yes! Interesting! We see the simple geometry and the ignore all distractions. Ladies and gentlemen, this build has two purposes. One, it allows Hanzo to stay in lane on this point and this point. This means that he can actually ping in autos with that extra attack range and capitalize on bullying his opponents while also soaking experience and clearing the minions out very quickly. Second advantage, it allows him to get more auto attacks more consistently in lane, allowing him to bully, which in theory, there's a Korean build. Mr. Cleese, clutch heal from Legacy and Mr. Cleese, keeping them safe, making the most of that fight or flight, getting the armor there. But there is a Korean build where you go for ignore all distractions, simple geometry, and the cooldown reduction on Scatter Arrow that I for the life of me cannot remember what the talent is called, on level 7, and then you go for Dragon Strike. Not Dragon Arrow, Dragon Strike. And what you do with that build, good sidestep, good kite there by lockdown as the objective is started. And Tori going to try and zone out spell. What you want to do with that is if you can live to level 20, you can get cooldown reduction on your Dragon Strike every time you auto attack or hit people with Scatter Arrow. And the idea here is basically you have it basically on cooldown. You have it you're basically able to do one full combo, 2 auto attacks, and a full scatter arrow, and you have Dragon Strike back. And that basically means you always zone out your opponents, and you always gain value. Also, extra attack speed, percentage damage, gonna be decent. Right now, the area is held via some great use of the congestion feature by Team Alexander. They're able to get all the way up to 44%. Very nice to see. There is going to be the never outmatched. I'm curious to see if they do go for the Dragon Strike build, because it's... Dragon Arrow is so good. But it is a build we've seen from Korea. Korea invented it, I believe. We'll see if they go for it. Trading back and forth. Spell back on the point. BKB. Channeling it, making the most of the overtime. They're going to dive into Noah, penetrating round mystically. Spam those bees. Putting on such a performance right now. Really just zoning everyone out and preventing Spell from getting almost any value on this Muradin so far. Armor plate is dropped by an Entori, going to force a retreat. Old HGC build for Deckard. We have Sapphire, Shielding, and Emerald. No rubies. Muradin, same build as we've seen before. Heavy Impact, Sledgehammer, and Perfect Storm. We've really moved away from this healing static style of build, it seems. Gondar eats some sand, but it's still fine for the moment. They continue to ping in abilities, but Gondar still looking a little low. Needs a top up from Hyde. Will get it. Here comes Lockdown from below. Both teams holding the contention. Neither one actually holding enough to gain any percentages yet. Spell demounted. Gondar walking through the lava because it kind of sucks. As we see him consistently bullying in, consistently gaining the pressure. Right now, he's not able to stand in lane because BKB is standing too close. Root comes in. Gondar making the most of the conveyor belt to bully Legacy a little bit more. Stun onto BKB. Root with Strangling Vines, but it's not enough to finish the kill. Percentage is currently being gained by Team Alexander if they've been able to zone off CPogX Fanclub. Gondar over the wall. Staying safe. Spell, once again, making use of the congestion mechanic. Game more sense. 69 nice. They hold it, barely. Entori continuing to bully using that ranged mode. Has not been able to fly yet to gain that percentage, those armor plates back. Cataclysm coming in. The commitment has been made. The biological emitter has been dropped. Hyde takes a lot of damage with anti-heals from that Emerald, but they hold the point. Overtime on 99%. They tried to make the play with this. Turret is dropped by Team Alexander. They're committing tuners, and BKB is eating a lot of damage. There's the Living Bomb. Going to do huge damage. Spread to 2 members. Noah is in trouble. Drops the turret because he is sniped. Kael'thas dies in the background, though. Sniped away by Mr. Cleese, but Mr. Cleese is low. So is BKB. And with Nintori unable to tank with no more armor plates left, that is going to go over to Team Alexander. Only a single armor plate. Whoa! Byrainer! Gondar gets the snipe. It is Dragon Strike! I called it! I called the build! As we see that coming in, Rainer gets sniped by the scatter arrow. The Protector is acquired by Team Alexander, and they begin to push. It's a bellowing roar we're seeing from the Deathwing. It's a Pyroblast we're seeing from Lockdown. Oh, yes. Gondar tries to bully BKB. Ironskin has to be popped. Fort mid goes down. Gonna pile the pressure on top. The objective of Team Alexander. Crowd control, irrelevant. We have enough of that with Muradin and Blaze. This is about damage and zoning. It is the bunker still, so not all the damage. BKB backs away. We have the crossfire, by the way, so Blaze is trying to do some little bit of sniping damage. Gonna swap out. Lockdown, by the looks of it, is going to keep zoning away that Deathwing. No percentage damage. Gonna go for Sun King's Fury, which is still going to be very good, especially seeing as right now, CPog are having a hard time splitting due to the fact that, well, they're being bullied. Great use of this Time Walker's Pursuit. Not used for the mana so much anymore, as used for the fact that it's just really good to sustain. Gondar sand and jumps. Spell, trying to zone out the rest of the team, is going to eat a lot of damage from Mysticles. They dive deep with Nacho Jin. Pyro zoning Dragon Strike prevents their escape that way, forcing them into Nacho Jin, who picks up the kill. Time out from Noah. Keeps them alive. That's still a double kill. Once again, using Dragon Strike to zone. They zone out CPogX Fanclub, cutting off their escape, forcing them into Nacho Jin, who cuts off their escape and grabs yet another kill. Nintori, very brave plays there. Zoned away. Barge Committer picked up by Team Alexander. Tower Camp going to be stolen by Team Alexander. Going to be able to grab that. They're going to be able to grab their own. They have a Siege Camp in top lane. We have the Ninja Assassin. Get that natural agility cooldown at lower because Deathwing's going to be diving. Deathwing not going to be dying, but takes a lot of damage here. Not enough to finish the job. But 2 armor plates down. That is a big old oof. Top lane being pushed up. Also up, Team Alexander as they make their way up. Let's use the Sonic Arrow, spots Noah, and sees that they are retreating, but they move back in. A little bit of extra poke onto the front wall. Siege camp going to be cleaned out by Lockdown and Gondar. Insane wave clear that they have. Spell with Bronzebeard Rage, able to just eat that camp, no trouble at all. And Nacho Jin has bullied another armor plate off of Nintori. Nintori really struggling right now. He's forced to fly. Here comes the gank attempt. Conveyor belt escape by Nacho Jin. Makes their way to the team. Will live. Spell. Are they going to dive? Are they diving Noah? They dive. They don't land it. Noah, too fast. Out of there. Not going to get caught out this time. The reaction speed. Big sand onto Gondar. Dragon Breath doing too much damage. Nacho Jin trying to put some pressure on from below. Stun onto Mysticles. Bunker is dropped. Spell might have to get in as well, but stay on and listen. There's the cleanse. Followed up. The Dragon Strike comes forward. Legacy caught in it. Caught even by the Gravity Lapse and is sniped away. It is a 1-for-1 right now as Spell tries to turn on to BKB. Cataclysm used, and that is going to allow Deathwing to escape. Nintori takes a little bit of damage, but no one else will fall. Gondar, despite his best efforts, attempts to look for one, but cannot find it. The bullying right now. Piling pressure onto Nintori. Very nicely done for that setup. Other level 13 talents, the Fire and the Fury. Rooted and slowed and stunned enemies 30% increased damage. And half a second cooldown reduction onto Deathwing's basic abilities. Hide just eats the Mysticles damage. Molten Breath does not come out. Lockdown will be sniped, though. Penetrating round is good. Can Gondar get the counter kill? Can he get 2? There's the Living Bomb. Good heal. Legacy saves the day, but not enough to save Noah. As Gondar chased deep. Gondar will be punished for that one, though. Did go a little bit too greedy himself. Nintori chasing down Hyde. Are they finally getting some points on the board? Hyde is down. And finally, CPogX take a fight that they are able to win convincingly. With 16 talents hit, Giant Slayer is on the board, no piercing arrows. In the meantime, Spell's just kind of winning this. The smart thing to do, though, might be to get it to 99% and then leave and wait for his team to come back where they can try and contest it. And that's exactly what he does. 99%, backs up, gonna wait for the team. In the meantime, Nacho Jin gets yet another turret camp. 16 just around the corner. Jake's account, thank you for the 100 bits. About to committer. Being picked up, Spell says hello. Or was he going for it? He got it! Double Stormbolt says yoink, and Spell gonna be stealing the biotic emitter. What a cheeky lad. That's gonna be a triple item play coming in from Team Alexander. 38% to 99. Even talents. All heroics up. This is Team Alexander's to raid now. They have a huge item lead. It's 3-0. They're gonna make their way up. No one gets stunned. Blaze a little late. Looks like they're just trying to get a little bit more XP and try and get some pressure onto the mid lane. Although Spell is already on the point. Blaze is not there yet. It's level 16 to level 16. They're going to make their way. Remember, we do have Ignite now for Lockdown, so we're going to be seeing a lot of that stun onto Lockdown. 88, 89. Spell has to get on that point. Decker continuously trying to zone. Nintori moved into melee mode because he knows he has to tank. He has to frontline and give BKB some relief. Dragon Strike going to try and zone away as they try to move in, but here comes the wraparound from Mysticles and Legacy. Bless Shield onto the backline, catching Lockdown, catching Gondar as Nacho Jin is deep in the backline. BKB the first to fall. Bunker buys time. The point has been abandoned because it's murder time. Legacy focused out by Gondar, completely isolated from the rest of the team. Noah completely zoned out by Gondar, who's diving all the way to the backline. Mysticles is in full retreat. He's going to attempt to do a juke and a hide paw, which will get them back to base, but that is a 4-for-0 going over to Team Alexander. They pick that up. They're going to be moving in to this top lane and smashing their way through. I can absolutely explain the Korean Hanzo build. Not a problem. The idea behind this build is zoning. The idea is you use the scatter arrows, which you get the 2 additional scatter arrows, the cooldown reduction from auto attacks to get more scatter arrows. You get more consistent auto attacks with ignore or distractions, that extra range, allowing you to absolutely smash heroes from a long range, means more scatter arrows. You also get better percentage damage, thanks to Giant Slayer, allowing you to hit heroes from much longer range. which again also works on scatter arrows. Allows you to murder Deathwing super hardcore, and allows you to get massive bullying output by getting more scatter arrows. But if they live to level 20, which they're going to do in this case, they're going to be able to get the cooldown reduction on Dragon Strike, which is gaining a cooldown reduction from the auto attacks, and guess what? Scatter arrows. Meaning Tranquility is popped by Hyde, as we do see Nitori going very deep. Hyde is going to escape though. Living Bomb is spread to Legacy. The Protector went all in on the fort and was able to finish it. Protector will be able to get out. Everyone will live. Level 20 will be hit. So this basically means that Hanzo is going to be able to get that Dragon Strike up insanely quickly, which means he will be able to spam it out. There's level 20, and he's going to be able to zone everyone away from every single fight. It will be unlikely that CPogX Fanclub will ever get another objective. Dragon Strike comes out, Noah drops low, down goes Legacy, Nitori focused out and sniped away too. That's going to be a triple kill as Noah is finished off. And with top lane open, 40 seconds, we might even get to see the value of that Dragon Strike, which by the way, is already about to be back off cooldown thanks to that scatter arrow against BKB there. They focus on BKB, going to try and snipe him. The core knocks away Spell, though, but they're going to try and rush past the keep and go for the core here. This is the attempt at the end game scenario. But look at this. Dragon Strikes off cooldown can now be used to zone away heroes coming out of base. Here it comes, completely isolating everyone away from Spell. It snipes BKB. It traps Mr. Cleese in base, and that is game number 3 going over to the Team Alexander as they pick up game number 2, putting themselves one game away from taking this series. Very nicely done. There is no CPX named on this team because they are a fan of the streamer FreePX. CPogX Fanclub. If FreePX is in chat, hello, you're amazing. Very nicely done. Team Alexander taking game number 3. The first team to pick a map and actually win it. Face the Duke. But look at this damage output. Hanzo, 62,000 damage. A solid 20,000. A solid Johanna's worth of damage more than anyone else in this game due to bullying and zoning. Really nicely done. That is the idea of this build. They didn't get to use it as effectively as they would like because they won too fast, but they were still able to use that percentage damage part of the build to absolutely dominate Deathwing. With one less hero to use the stun on, the zoning that they used with Dragon Strike, and the damage output they got with a scatter arrow and auto attack based build was able to bully. It's not always effective. I will fight on that one. It is not always effective, but it is good. It can get value. Don't hate on the Dragon Strike if you aren't prepared. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed the show so far. I hope you're having a good time because I have been having a very good time. We are potentially one game away from seeing who will join Team Exodia at the top of the table. If CPogX win, they will also have 2 Series 1. If they can win 2 games in a row, of course. If Team Alexander win, they will also have 2 Series 1 and no Series lost. Team Exodia, by the way, they are 6-3 in terms of games won and lost. CPogX are 3 and now they are 4-3. Which means if they can win 2 in a row, they will be on the exact same score. If Team Alexander win, they will also be on the exact same score. So no matter what, the top of the table is going to be tied here. No matter what, unless CPogX Fanclub can win one more game and then Team Alexander win, in which case Team Alexander will have a slightly lower map score than Team Exodia, putting Team Exodia a little bit further in the lead. Alrighty, we have our maps. Chosen by Team Alexander because CPogX Fanclub opted for first pick. Nice. Alrighty, so, oops, that's 1, not picked. Fixed it. Alrighty, so, let's find out our maps, ladies and gentlemen. Zero Pot, you're very welcome. Nope, I didn't work. I turned off the winner, but it's still selected. Hang on. Select, unselect. Does that work? Bloody hell. Hang on, what do I do this? Bam? Nope, that just changes it. You? Okay, what if I just unselect the map? I can't do that. I can just change it. Well, that's annoying. Well, ignore the fact that it says winner above it. I don't want to reset this because it's going to be a huge pain in my butt. So right now, ignore the fact that it says winner above this map number 4 because it's just broken. In fact, I'm going to jump off this and let me change it back to the right map. There we go. Alrighty then. But yes, we are heading to Dragonshire. No one has won Dragonshire yet. I just broke the system. Which, to be fair, is my fault for using an out-of-date version. So, the players are in. We're waiting for a ready from CPogX Fanclub. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the show today, please be sure to support the players by hitting !Matcherino in chat and donating to said Matcherino, meaning that you can support the prize pool for Storm Division and as such encourage the players to give it their absolute best to allow them to focus more because the prize pool will be increased and they can put maximum effort into putting on the best performance they can. Feels good. That's what we like to see. Speaking of feeling good, being able to afford food, if you want to help me do that, any subs or bits that you gift while I am casting. Very confident FC winning the go to game 5. We'll see. But if you want to support me, the caster, any subs or bits you donate while I am casting Storm Division on this channel, or any other caster is streaming on this channel, caster R. Okay, starting again. Anytime a caster is streaming on this channel casting Storm Division, when you donate bits or subs during that time, that money goes to the caster. This is a direct way to support the casters, much easier than going to channels, but you should go to their personal channels as well and support them there so that you can see what they are up to. It is always very helpful to support the casters because we put a lot of time and effort. For example, it's currently 4:30 in the morning here in the UK. I'm up very late doing this, but I freaking love it. And you can support the casters by subbing and donating. As a reminder, if you received a gift sub or you gift a sub to someone else, those gift subs can be continued for extra months. And you will save extra money yourself, anywhere between 20 and 30%, thanks to Capital One supporting September. Which means you will be able to save money while getting subs. And if you gift subs, we're just encouraging people to do that, meaning there will be more subs on the NGS channel, which will support NGS, and the sub money in this case will go to me. Feels good. Let's go. The draft has started, and it's Kroby. Welcome to the Nexus. Streamer Salad? What a name. Thanks, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Streamer Salad. Feels amazing. I thought I saw something pop up there. And 100 bits from Compcase. Thank you very much for the support as well. Very appreciated. No space in there. It's just !Matcherino Rock Dog. So, Diablo is bad now. There's a lot of walls here. So we're seeing CPogX dealing with that Dibbles. Taking it out of the equation. They saw just how terrifying spell is on it. So they get that out. So, CPogX now. With Muradin and Diablo taken out, ETC is available, but they want Stukov. He made it through the draft, and they are denied. Stukov made it in, stolen away. There's the Matcherino. And you have to actually have bits to be able to do that. You can hit the bit button on the chat there, Streamer Salad. Again, fantastic name, by the way. Absolutely love it. I should probably eat more Streamer Salads. It's good for you. Good for your health. There's the ETC. First ETC from Team Alexander, actually. CPog had been the only one to play it so far. So Spell, picking up the cow. And Junkrat goes over to lockdown again. Again, it was banned out last time by CPogX. Ooh, it's Stukov Tracer coming in for CPogX Fanclub. A very early Tracer here. Cool to see. I'm going to try and bully Junkrat. Junkrat kind of struggles with Tracer. It's not one of the heroes he's actually really good against. So seeing that Tracer come in here, they're going to have to pick something else that is going to be able to damage that Tracer enough to set up kills. Ban-wise, Deathwing. Despite them being able to eat it last game, they don't want to deal with it this time. So they take it out of action. Very sensible, especially if they are running ETC as their main tank. This will allow them to actually use Mosh Pit if they choose to. Of course, Stage Dive is very popular these days, but Mosh Pit can still be used to set up for big plays, and Deathwing, of course, ignores the stun and can drop some big old CC interrupts. Raider is banned away. Jason Dahotso with the raiding party of 18, and Rockdog with the 100 bits. Thank you very much Very appreciated indeed. Thank you for supporting your local streamer. You're very kind. And Jason, you are very, very welcome. And your viewers are very, very welcome here on the NGS channel. I hope you had a good stream as Greymane and Malfurion are going to be picked up here for Team Alexander. Oh boy! Vikings Lee Ming. You joined at a good time. Hype train, choo-choo! Streamer Salad with the 100 yeet. We are on board. Let's go. You got 4 minutes for this hype train. I can't think of a more hype way to do this because CPogX Fanclub are running what I believe is going to be a Lost Vikings solo lane. Squeaky chair, sorry. Of course, why wouldn't you? There's a gifted sub to BBJ. Hey, BBJ, hope you're doing well. But there's the Illidan, because of course, why wouldn't you? There's blinds for Johanna, but it chases Tracer, it kills Vikings. Mr. Sad Panda, aw, thank you, welcome to the stream, but I hope you become Mr. Happy Panda one day. What a draft! What a draft in what could be the last game, or will the CPogX Fanclub Vikings offlane, maybe, be able to emerge victorious? We're at 50% of the hype train. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're enjoying the show and are ready for me to lose my mind in how crazy this game will be sure to drop bits and subscriptions to support your local streamer. Oh, let's go. Let us go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. On the right-hand side, 1 game away from taking this best-of-5 series. It is Team Alexander. Playing for them, Spell is going to be playing the ETC Nacho Jin on the Junkrat. Not Gazlo yet, not even allowed yet. It's going to be Hyde on the Malfurion, Lockdown on the Illidan, and Gondar playing the Greymane. And on the left-hand side, it is CPogX Fanclub with BKB on the Johanna, Legacy on the Stukov, Noah going to be playing the Tracer. We have Mr. on that Lee Ming. BKB is going to be chased out. We're going to watch this for a second. Iron Skin is good. They chase deep. There's the Medallion as well. Both unstoppables forced to be used. And currently, in mid, top, and proxying the lane, proxying the fountain, is going to be Nintori playing the Lost Vikings. 2.5 minutes left to complete that level 1 hype train, everybody. Let's go. Choo-choo. It's time for an insane series. What could be the final game, or show your hype, show your appreciation for CPogX Fanclub to try and get them back into this game. Noah is in Austria right now. Noah, recall and goodbye. Noah is sniped. That is first blood. Team Alexander picked that up. The fountain was sniped, which is going to be bad for Lockdown, but luckily, Lockdown has massive health regen due to the fact he can auto everything, like these Vikings and the minion wave. They're going to smash their way through this. In the meantime, soak-wise, the Vikings are everywhere. They've got the double Viking top lane. They've had to fountain for this. And Balog, the fastest Viking wave clear, is able to clear out the lanes to set up for the team. Nacho Jin starts on the Siege Giant. Mr. Sad Panda, thank you for the 100 bits. We're at 56%. Good job, everyone. 1.5 minutes left as the Siege Giants are picked up for both teams. A little slower for Team Alexander, as only Junkrat was doing it. Illidan is going to grab the point. Here's where we're going to see a disadvantage. Balog has perished. Here's where we're going to see a slight issue here. While Lockdown deals with Nintori, the lane XP is missing. But he can bully so quickly, he is actually going to be able to get away with this and force Nintori off the point and not lose the Sun Shrine. Bruiser Camp going to be taken, though, making the most of the fact the Vikings are causing a big distraction. Illidan is deep, Illidan is out. Illidan things. 4-man in the bot lane. Mid lane currently unattended. Nacho Jin survives the pulse bomb. Noah does not survive the dive. Double channel. Nintori just going to guard it. Illidan is still pushing, though. Slight issue. Rockdog, 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. 100% on that hype train. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. It's incredibly appreciated as the Dragonite is taken by Greymane. Hype train level 2. Choo choo. As the Vikings are being steamrolled, or should I say, run down by the Illidan train. As he smashes through Noah, bullying him off. Nitrogen's here to help as well. Top lane is getting smashed. Mid lane is getting Dragon Knighted. Bot lane is happening. They're holding that one. They're holding that one, but they're losing everything. Top fort's gonna die. Mid fort's gonna die. Everything's falling apart. Jazzaline, thank you very much for the raiding party of 31. We're at a level 2 hype train, and this match is happening. It's the Vikings at Tracer versus Illidan. Let's go. 2 forts down in the first Dragon Knight. Legacy goes for a ride as Noah looks to try and do some damage, but it's gonna eat so much health lost. Unreal. Hey, Blood Duchess. Illidan's still deep. Has yet to not be deep. As he chases down, blinded out. Baylon comes in for the assist. Predicted orb, but Lockdown makes it to the wall. The Dragonite expires. Bot lane's being pushed. We can show the talents indeed. We're going to be seeing an Echo pedal. This likely means we're going to see a stage. No, this could be a mosh pit. Extra damage on that mosh pit, more chance of killing a Vikings here. We see a friend or foe for Illidan, a battered assault because he's killing everything. Right now he's not. He's chilling for the first time this game. Noah trying to do as much damage as they can. Noah, by the way, with Pulse Generator and 1-2 punch level 7. It's finally hit for both teams. BKB, little low, but Spell can't chase deep. Big orb from Li Ming might be enough to halt this attack and set up for the kill on high. Noah gets it. Recall power slide is perfect, though, by Spell. And BKB, caught by the steel trap, is sniped away. A 2-for-1 trade. Can they get Legacy? No, the reactive Ballista pause enough to zone them away. Lockdown's deep again. Mr. Cleese is zoned away. Notorious just trying to soak XP as best they can. Bot lane has lost the front wall, and the push on bot lane begins. The last remaining fort of CPogX Fanclub is getting smashed. We're going to be seeing the Locks are loaded. Highest damage output here. Nacho Jin stealing away the enemy's mercenary camp. Finally, we're going to see Noah come up here to try and bully Lockdown. His evasion up. Evasion is now up. He tries to chase Lockdown. He tries to chase Noah, but Noah backs away. Camp taken, but cleared before it does any damage, and the fort survives. Team Alexander still in this. 2.5 minutes left on level 2 hype train. Lockdown, he dies! Second kill. CPogX Fanclub have been able to take. See, another siege camp is taken, though. Noah backs away. Level 10 just around the corner for Team Alexander. We're gonna be seeing, go for the throat. Now this could be stage dive for wave clear split push, or it could be mosh pit. It's gonna be the stage dive coming in for big backline dive. It's gonna allow him to split push very effectively for maximum wave clear. He power slides into stage dive, right onto Legacy, but Noah eats Hide alive. Dives deep, concussion mine, sends Noah away though and saves Nacho Jin, but the Moon Shrine will be claimed by CPogX Fanclub. Jugrass sniped by Mysticles. In the meantime, Lockdown will channel top, preventing any Dragonite from being taken. Nintori will be zoned away. Experience is still here to be gained, though. As Nintori, we're starting to see this experience build up. Noah in trouble. Good lurking arm. That's the kill on to Greymane. And we're starting to see CPogX pick up exactly what they want. And that is soaking lanes with Vikings and picking up kills. They're doing a really good job. They're starting to snowball this in favor. They're trying to get the double channel, but Lockdown won't let it happen. Interesting talents, by the way. We do see the Metamorphosis, which with Vikings is going to give them a lot of health. And Rocket Ride! Yay! Going to be coming in, and that's the Longboat Raid for the Vikings. Illidan has to use Metamorphosis to escape the roaming gank death squad. Baylog becomes a very small death squad of his own, and no play again for him. He has to take the full respawn time. Camp being taken by Team Alexander. They're now trying to avoid ganks, but they're keeping the rotations up, preventing Dragonite from being taken as best they can right into the steel trap. Nacho Jin gets away. Nicely done. Very good zoning there, but Nacho Jin, but that's a big roam onto bot lane. Nacho Jin trying to buy time. Trying to buy time for Lockdown, but Lockdown cannot get to the point right now. He's got no unbound, meaning this is about to be a double channel. Lockdown makes his way up, but Eric's already on the point. Will he get this? Yes, he will. Lockdown a little bit too slow onto the point. Thank you for the level 1 hype trade, everybody. Thank you for completing that. You are all amazing. Spell. Looking for his angle onto BKB. Not able to find it for the moment. Noah continuing to pile on the pressure. Dragonite pressures onto mid lane. The pressure back and forth. Quick Nature's Cure. It's enough to finish off the Grey Mane there. Nicely done. The Pulse Bomb is good. Hyde with the great attempted cleanse, but Gondar is sniped away. Nacho Jin tries to zone away. Tries to deal with the Dragonite. It's a lot of damage. Whee! He's gone. Illidan's still pushing, by the way. He's got a bruise cap, but no one's dealing with this. Olaf, well known for not having good wave clear, is in trouble. Spell has to stage dive. I thought he was going to use it to escape, but he uses it to go straight up and straight down to what is almost certainly his death. Power slide, though. He lives. He's going to get out of there. He also got some insane encore value to get that heroic back off cooldown as quick as possible. BKB, Concussion Mind into fort range, armor reduction. He's going to get bombed. Flaming Swipe comes out. We've already seen Tracer and Lee Big retreat, though, because Lockdown is still going. He is still bullying Balog. He's going to perish. Poor lad. ETC started on the Merc camp and will finish that off just solo. He can do that. He has Echo Pedal. It's pretty good. And this is such an insane game. We have the incredible split soak that is the Vikings for CPogX Fanclub, but then Illidan is causing so much grief everywhere on the map. We have yet to see Longboat, I believe. It's yet to be used, but Eric's in trouble. Down goes Li Ming. Go for the throw. There's the reset. Easy kill. Noah will escape, though, because the reset was already used. Lockdown dives under tower with no evasion, already eating the Pulse Bomb. Down goes Illidan, but down goes the last fort of CPogX Fanclub. But yeah, this is the plan that we're trying to see them use. Noah will live. Medallion is used. Longboat with 2 Vikings. Finally going to come out here. It's dead. Glad to see that talent come out. I love Longboat Raid. I'm sad it's not good. Power slide. Death. Junkrat finishes off the kill. Level 16 just around the corner for Team Alexander. A level and a half away for CPogX Fanclub. Keep not going to die in this push unless they pick up a couple more kills. Iron Skin used by BKB keeps them alive. Looking Arm continuously annoying. Steel Trap onto Nintori. Yeah, the 2-man Viking Longboat, unfortunately not enough here. Lockdown going to just set up, and they're just going to try and get themselves a very quick Dragonite. Balog not in position to zone this. No one's in position to zone this. They're just going to try and grab themselves a Bruiser Camp, and the Dragonite is once again claimed by Team Alexander. And they're bringing it to the Bruiser Camp. Oh my! Have you ever seen a Dragonite camp invade? Because here it is, and he's going to try and cap it. The Vikings on the point, battered a soldier's got so much value, and the Dragonite steals the camp. Bless Shield onto the backline. Stage dive even deeper though. Tracer recalling into the Dragonite spell with the face melt, trying to set up, trying to zone out Legacy. The fire breath. Illidan's team, they can't charge it. Metamorphosis and Lockdown picks up the kill. Does he have evasion? No, he doesn't. He's sniped away by Tracer. That's a 1-for-1 here, with Illidan dying for Stukov, but that removes all the healing. Knockback onto Eric, not the best target here. BKB is focused down and body blocked by the Dragonite. Down he goes. Gondar pops into existence and eats the pain. No, no rocket ride here. Ooh, outplay Mysticles, but not enough. Gondar lives on 60 health. Almost an outplay, but it wasn't enough here, as Gondar is still alive and still causing pain. They have all 3 Vikings. They could Longboat here. They're bringing the pain. Here comes the Longboat all aboard. Look at that value. Look at it go. I really do love this talent. I wish it was better. Get them, lads. Yeah. Show them minions. Got them. You killed half a minion wave with it. Good job. I feel so bad. I love that talent so much. I really hope they find value of it before the end of the game. We have the Larger in charge, big stun talents for the Vikings, the Mirror Ball, maximum damage output, or more consistent damage output here. I really wish that talent was good. Lockdown coming in spell, focusing this down. Stage dive. onto the bush, finds Legacy. In the meantime, Noah dives deep, Pulse Bomb onto Nitrogen and Hyde, gets both. This is a big choke point, and they're trying to make the most of it. Lockdown dives deep, Rocket Ride onto the minion wave. As Gondar goes deep onto Notori, does not find the reset. Noah's going to bully him out, go for the throat to escape here. Down goes Eric. They try to dive deep. Lockdown is trading back and forth, but he's being chased down by Mr. and Noah. Spell zoning out. Largely in charge stuns him. There's the big dive with the virulent reaction onto Hyde. Malfurion is taken out. Beautiful power slide by Spell. That's enough to finish off Noah. Stage dive only finds Nintori, but there's the largely in charge kill onto Illidan. Lockdown is down. Spell is in trouble. They might lose this fight. Another great power slide. Balog is taken out. There's one Viking, 3 heroes left, but that's enough. It's a 4v3. It's a 3 and a third v3. As we do head in. Longbow 20, I hope so. That's the thing that might make this worth. That damage output could be enough to make that talent worth. That could be what saves CPogX here. We'll have to see. They're going for the double cap, but they will be denied the numbers advantage. This time in favor of CPogX Fanclub. And they're able to deny the Dragon Knight. Illidan. Blades of Azinov. A little bit of extra damage here. His top lane still being bullied. Noah's not going to deal with it. Not his problem. Spell is absolutely surrounded. Bless shield. Focus. Virulent reaction. Bye. I don't know what to tell you there. Good job. Rip Eric. Even a time trap, even a steel trap used there by Nitrogen to guarantee that kill. It's going to be a trade. An Eric for an ETC. Not entirely sure that's worth, as level 20 is hit. Keep goes down in top lane. Balog unable to save it. Camp stolen by the side of CPogX Fanclub. Go for the throat. Already used. Noah is very low. We did see the Metamorphosis come in, and Lockdown focused out and taken out, as well as Junkrat. That's a double kill going over to CPogX Fanclub as they keep pushing. They hit 20 as well. We're going to be seeing the Serenity, the demonic form unleashed. Dragon Knight taken by CPog. They're moving bot lane. Vikings are coming back. They can bring the boat. It's the Ragnarok and roll. It's the upgraded stage dive. This game might end after this team fight. If they can if they can get Eric across the map quickly, they might be able to do this. They've gone for Eric the Swift. Get that extra 10% move speed. Eric might make it here in time. Here comes the crowd pleaser, looking for Legacy. The ETC is sent away. Noah is way too deep. Gondar picks up the kill, but the keep is going to die here to the Dragon Knight. Eric is not joining. He is pushing top lane, trying to zone away for his team, but the Dragon Knight is still going to try and end. Spell with multi-man stuns. Legacy with the flailing swipe. He's not picked his level 20 yet. Gondar knocked back. Dragon Knight at 15 minutes, trying to focus down the core. CPog to keep themselves in this series. Focus down the core, 50%, no one's touching it. Dragon Knight's too healthy. Flailing swipe, control chaos, too good. And that's going to be game number 4, going over to CPogX Fanclub as a Vikings Tracer comp takes them in to a match point series. What a series this is turning out to be! Feels amazing, man. CPogX Fanclub. We didn't get to see the Ragnarok and roll. I'm so tilted. I'm so sad. Man, I really, really wanted to see that. Nuts. Oh, well. Oh, well. No Ragnarok and roll value this time. We don't get to see it. Disappointed. Oh, man. But yes, the insane play with the Vikings. Let's have a look at the experience numbers here, actually. 19,000 to Junkrat's 11,000. Illidan, despite split pushing all game, was actually only able to get 2 kills and 5 assists compared to Junkrat's 4 and 8. As such, Junkrat topped the XP. C even topped the siege damage. Greymane getting more than the Illidan. The Illidan, in this case, the kills were good, the pressure was good, but it didn't actually do enough to turn that in their favor. The Vikings able to keep them in that game XP-wise, and then the split pressure on the map, having that body in mid lane all the time, allowing them to grab that Dragon Knight so quickly. Impressive. Just impressive. I'm a shooky boy. That was awesome. Feels good. We're going to be getting ready for a game number 5, team. Feels good. Feels amazing. Hey, weary day. No, it ain't. There is a 30-second delay, though. For the sake of professional integrity. Do we have a lobby yet? No. But first pick has been opted for. Caster prediction was correct. Unintentional misclick by caster turned out to be correct. Feels good. Alrighty. So we're waiting for a lobby. All we know is that this will be picked. And I've clicked the right tick box this time by CPogX Fanclub. So let's actually have a look at the maps so that we can tell you exactly what's going to be happening here. So you can see the last map will be picked by CPogX. What maps will we have left? Ultrak is banned. BOE, Braxis are banned. Cursed and Dragon have been picked. Infernal has been banned. Tomb has been picked. And Volskaya has been picked. Leaving our map choices as Hanamura, Tower and Towers of Doom. These are our map choices now. And I will update this the second a lobby materializes that I can jump into. This will be the final map of this series to decide who will tie for first in terms of the table with Team Exodia. If CPogX Fanclub win, they will tie for first in terms of map score as well with Team Exodia. Whereas if if Team Alexander win, they will actually be behind Team Exodia in terms of map score, but even in terms of series score, due to the fact that they only won their series in a 3-2 against VGM, compared to CPogX Fanclub winning their series in a 3-1 against the other Koreans. No lobby to materialize yet, ladies and gentlemen. But I promise you, we will be getting in as soon as possible. If the teams wanted a break, they sure as hell didn't tell me. But that's fine. They've been playing for a while. We will give them the leeway here. Tetcha leaking the script. Oh dear. Oh dear. I appear to have been rumbled already. We have a lobby. I see it. I see a lobby. Lockdown's in a lobby. What is it? That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, as if it was a surprise, between Hanamura and Towers of Doom, we're heading to Towers of Doom. First picked, or sorry, map picked by CPogX Fanclub. The decision has been made. This series will come to an end here. Mistake, says Nacho Jin. Why a mistake? What's happened here? I'm confused. Someone in the chat just said mistake. Okay. The players have asked for a 5-minute bio break, which is very understandable. They've been playing for a very long time. Because of that, I think it's very sensible that we do the same. We head for a quick bio break, and when we come back, it will be time. Let me put a 4-minute break on. Let's make it 3 so we don't miss anything, actually. Okay. So, when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we will be jumping into game number 3. Feels good. Oh. So, this might not be the right map. We'll have to see. Either way, we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, it will be game number 5 of this best of 5 series. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the break. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed the show, once again, be sure to drop a sub or bit donation and support the prize pool by hitting !match arena. Be right back with the conclusion of this series. Nearly forgot to hit my unmute button, but I got it before I started talking this time. Feels good. Hello, everybody. We have everyone here. Is Team Alex the Korean team? Yes, they are. And we are ready for a map number 5. Feels good. We're just waiting for the ready from CPogX Fanclub, and we will be good to go. So, for those who are just joining, we'll need to be reminded, here are the maps. So far, Team Alexander picked Tomb of the Spider Queen. CPogX Fanclub won in very convincing fashion. CPogX Fanclub then picked Cursed Hollow, and Team Alexander won in very convincing fashion. Then we had the Volskaya Foundry, a little bit closer, but some very creative Dragon Strike play allowed Team Alexander to win that too. And then we had a Vikings Tracer versus Illidan composition, where CPogX Fanclub were able to win on the Team Alexander picked Dragonshire. This brings us to here. The final map of this series, which will be Towers of Doom. CPogX Fanclub picked the map as Team Alexander opted for first pick. And we're going to be jumping into that draft as soon as we can. Once again, we're just waiting for the CPog ready. Because we already have the Team Alexander ready. We are ready and good to go. Feels good. Towers of Doom, of course. Very heavy on interrupts from range, so Junkrat and Chromie, who have been very popular throughout this entire series, in terms of the bans at least, will likely gain very high priority again. I have just realized that this was the wrong shirt to wear today, but I like it, so it's staying. That, or I get banned from TOS. We'll get the NGS channel banned from TOS. Bad plan. Not going to do that. So, we still have to wait for CPogX Fanclub, and then we'll be good to go. A reminder that the winner of this will move into tied first place in terms of series victories, 2-0, which will be the same as Team Exodia. This is the second time that Team Alexander have been in this position in a game number 5 in 2 weeks. So far, they have only played 5-game series. It's been pretty fun to see. They're certainly having a good time. Feels good, man. It's very entertaining. Absolutely love it. Okay. So, why is this not working as well? I don't know why the... See, there's a follow. Sometimes the alerts show up and sometimes they don't. I'm very confused. But... oh well, what are we going to do? Okay, yep, we got a re-R from Nacho Jin reminding CPogX that they were waiting on 1. Okay, so they're waiting on 1 and we'll be good to go. Okay, yeah, they're in the bathroom. Feels good. In the meantime, I'm gonna sell out for a bit. It should actually just be please, please bring it back. Please bring back money. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying what NGS are doing, not just in Storm Division, but also running incredible amateur leagues for every level of skill. They have divisions from E all the way up to A and then beyond to Heroic and, of course, Storm Division. This requires admins, moderators, content creators, and some wonderful people to make a website and keep it from exploding. It's a lot of work. A lot of very hard work put in by some wonderful volunteers. And some of that, though, some of that upkeep does require a little bit of money. And you can support that by going to the Nexus Gaming Series Patreon and supporting that Patreon by becoming a patron. Is that what I'm saying? Patron? Grim patron. Everybody, support NGS on Patreon. And by doing so, you can allow them to keep that website up and running, support some of the content they make around their stuff, and keep those moderators working and the admins working so they can focus on making the best league possible. What you can also do is support the prize pool. Don't make me a liar, Twitch chat. I have said that before the end of the season, we will get up to $2,000 on Matcha Reno. We are at $1,254 at the moment. I believe we can hit it by week 4, by the end of week 4. But the overall goal is by the end of the season. And so far, I have never been proved wrong when I have predicted how much money Twitch chat can raise for charity or prize pools. I've always been correct. And I want that to keep happening because I trust Twitch chat and they never let me down, and they usually exceed my expectations because there are very few things in this world more powerful than Twitch chat because they really do kick ass. They beat the US Army, for God's sake! Oh, that's a joke that might not fly, but it's fine, it's done. We didn't say anything about it, but they are incredible. Twitch chat is almost always so supportive and insanely cause for good. Wow, I forgot to talk there. That we appreciate you so much as creators, casters, and everything else. And I believe that the fans of Heroes of the Storm and the fans of North American Heroes of the Storm will get that prize pool up to 2,000 to support the players for putting on such incredible games. Again, I have yet to cast a Storm Division game that isn't 5 games. That's how crazy this is. That's how insane this league is. You can support that by heading to Match Arena. If you want to support my voice, who is getting absolutely blasted, and me being able to afford to keep eating and keep allowing me to keep these casters going, giving you a good time, then what you can do is you can support me. Tetra. Did I forget my own name there for a second? No one can say. But you can support me by dropping bits and subscriptions while I am casting Storm Division. When you drop bits or subscriptions to the Nexus Gaming Series channel while Storm Division games are happening, what happens is those bits and subscriptions go to the caster, which is incredibly generous and allows us to actually stream on this channel without losing money, which we would have had to do otherwise. So Nexus Gaming Series giving us a very good deal there, being very helpful and very kind. And of course, if you like me, donate subs and bits when I'm streaming. But if you're a Jinxie fan, if you're perhaps a fan of Lionhouse, Aero, Murder, any of those amazing casters. There's so many casters who do NGS so incredibly. Baha, perhaps. I don't know if he's cast the Storm Division game yet. We'll have to see. But if you like them, then make sure you sub and donate bits during their Storm Division cast, because again, that goes to them. And in fact, I can tell you your bloody schedule, so you know when the people will be on, so you can choose exactly when to donate. Not sure I'm supposed to be saying this, but I am, because I'm a rebel. The casters for next week on the 21st of September, so today, my time, tomorrow, your time, at 9 PM EDT, there will be Chili Mountain versus CPogX Fanclub, which will be cast by Murder. So if you like Murder, make sure you donate and sub on that day. If you like Crushinator, then the 24th of September is for you at 9 PM EDT, where he will be casting RG, which is Regen, versus the other Koreans. Once again, that is 9 PM EDT, 24th of September. The 25th of September, I'll be back at 10 PM EDT, casting TE. Who's TE? Why am I forgetting this? Team Exodia versus VGM, the team that's in first versus the team that qualified first. And I will be on at 10 PM EDT on the September 25th, which is a Friday. And of course, finally, on September 26th at 9 PM EDT, it is Jinxie Cat casting Ceton versus Team Alexander. So if you love Jinxie Cat, save your bits and subs for that day. But make sure you support your streamers. Yes, Caster still are. Let's go. I think we have a lobby. But again, make sure you drop those in. Eve, was I not supposed to say that? Oops. Too late now. It's out in the open. You guys now know. Once again, if you like me, support me today or on the 25th. That's when the games will be happening. But for now, the time for chit-chat is over. It is time for Heroes of the Storm. Let's do this. Team Alexander, first pick, first ban. As we head in. Bye, Anna. No surprise there. No surprise there at all. Anna is removed. Team Alexander, not liking it. It's hard to play Anna with high ping. I do not blame them. I main support for a little bit. I'm offlane main now, but I played support for a little bit when I was playing in America, and hot damn is Anna hard to play with that ping. Your game got pushed back to the 3rd. Alright, so what you actually need is, when you want to support Jinxie Cat, is to jump in on the 3rd of October instead. So you can support her then, where also she'll be casting from my chair. Feels good. Alrighty, Garrosh, he's dead again. No surprise there. Team Alexander is still scared of BKB. Don't blame him, he's pretty good. So yes, you want to support Jinxie Cat, the 3rd is the day for you. Which Jinxie will have to experience as the 4th, because time zones. CPogX Fanclub. Removing the Chromie. It's a great map for her, Chromie and Junkrat, and it's probably going to be a Junkrat first pick for Team Alexander. If not, Stuckup was taken. So yeah, I'm going to guess Junkrat first pick. Because of the actual rotation, wave clear, and zoning potential, and of course interrupt potential that he offers on this map. I think he's going to be the highest priority. If not, then perhaps ETC, Diablo, Yrel. I forgot about Yrel. She wasn't banned this time. We're going to see Nacho Jin get his Yrel. CPog now, I'm going to go with Johanna Junkrat or ETC Junkrat. That's my prediction here. By the way, interestingly enough, ETC, 0% win rate. Oh, I saw a universal emote. Feels bad. We need more bees. Acquire bees, please. CPogX Fanclub. Deckard Hanzo. Okay, so they steal the Hanzo away from Team Alexander for starters, leaving the Junkrat available. I still think Junkrat's going to be picked. Probably in this rotation for Team Alexander, I'd say, but I have been proved wrong. Last time they played Junkrat, I believe it was Nacho Jin who played it, because Lockdown was playing Illidan. So maybe they won't pick it. Depends who has Junkrat. Okay, yep, they still do it. So we see Junkrat coming in, because Lockdown did play it game number 1 as well. So we do know that. Sorry, game number 2. And Diablo coming in. Spell picking that up. It's absolutely bully worthy, so makes sense to pick that up. And they can ban out Johanna now in this rotation, actually. That might be good. Banning out Johanna will prevent the tank that has been giving them the most grief so far. So that might be sensible. Team Alexander now. What do they ban? Do they ban Johanna? Do they ban ETC, perhaps? What are they scared of? What is a problem for them now? Tank-wise, again, Muradin, Johanna, ETC are the options. Assassin-wise, with Yrel Junkrat on the board, someone who can maybe dive the Junkrat, so maybe Tracer again, but with Deckard, that's unlikely. They banned Deathwing. Deathwing gave him some grief on Volskaya Foundry, so they're going to take that out. Junkrat has very little percentage, has no percentage damage, in fact, so very few ways to deal with Deathwing. It's a very sensible ban. Take it out of action. Diablo can't charge it, so it's one less hero that they can isolate and kill. Yrel can have a good lane against it, but it's not easy, so they're just going to take it out of action. Makes sense. It's a safety ban. Muradin! Stolen away! No Johanna this time. Muradin coming in, and Thrall. Spam the Krog for CPog. Nice. Only works with an American accent, because if you say it in an English accent, it is spam the Krog for CPog. And that doesn't work as well. Muradin! And Thrall, as we said, Thrall percentage damage going to be good against Diablo. If they go for it, they might go for that cheeky little, Echo of the Elements here for spam poke with and maximum sustain. Cassia comes out again with Hanzo, Muradin, Thrall. That is going to be brutal here. It's a good second damage dealer to make up for stuff that Junkrat lacks, aka some good kill potential. And Rhaegar making this maybe a Bloodlust comp with auto attack Diablo, which is what TTSSD goes for all the time. Okay, spell, sorry. It's back! It's back! They're doing it again! It's Vikings round 2, baby! And they were not prepared this time. No Illidan. No Illidan this time. It's another fantastic Vikings map. Junkrat rotation. Going to be a huge deal here. Cassia going to be able to get some insane damage output with huge DPS in this game. Diablo, plenty of heroes to kill to gain souls, but they are not ready for that. Britain isn't real. Britain's a conspiracy. They are not as prepared for this game as they were last game, but Junkrat's double soaking wave clear is going to be a big deal. That might help them out a lot. Oh, baby. I've never seen Britain, so therefore not real. Wow. Okay. That's mental. The Vikings return. Oh, wow. Speaking of which, those loading screens. Hot damn. We're already in. Feels good. Let's waste no time. It's time for game number 5 of this best of 5 series, the final game of tonight. It is Rolling Thunder. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, hailing from North America and Latvia, it is going to be CPogX Fanclub with Nintori on Baylog, Olav, and Eric on the Lost Vikings. Mr. Cleese on Thrall, Legacy playing the Decade. Noah bringing out the Hanzo, and BKB is bringing out the Muradin. And on the right-hand side, it is going to be Team Alexander from South Korea with Lockdown on Junkrat, Nitrojin on Yorel, Gondar on Cassia, Spell on Diablo, and Hyde bringing out the Rhaegar. Let's get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last game. That's our redemption coming in. Armor reduction. Going to try and get those autos in and try and get some bullying done. Muradin, Dwarf and the Dwarf block. Trying to prevent damage output from Cassia. Not enough to finish the kill, despite Spell going in for the dive. Spell pushes in. Tries to get BKB and gets absolutely deleted. Rolling Thunder is no joke. Seriously, it's 9% hero damage from the full swing. Ah! Sorry, just 3% damage. It's still good though. I'm a fool, but it's still good. 3% damage at this early stage of the game is pretty good. Oh, I hope we see Longboat Raid again. They won with it last time. I want to see Ragnarok and roll. Think of the interrupt potential. But this is a very good play again map, but also play again is just good. So, gonna see Sapper Camps being taken by both teams, bringing out those pumpkins. Eric even going to come in here to scout. There's a kill. They killed Olaf. That is going to be 1 kill for a quarter of a kill. Pretty sure Vikings were a quarter of a kill. Nacho Jin cleans out. Going to push up. Finally, we're going to see Nintori make his way back up with Eric. But guess what? This lane ain't going to be won anytime soon. Cassia rooted, which loses her that armor bonus. Looking for an angle here. Can't find anything. 7 stacks of redemption already. There's Eric the Swift. No surprise. Explosive arrows. Big push potential. Don't need the extra range here. They already have more in the front line. They look for Hyde. Can't get it. In fact, BKB takes a lot of damage there, but it's not enough for a kill yet. Junkrat doing exactly what he's supposed to do. It is going to be a 4v3 in this bot lane, which is going to be problematic. Gondar, in fact, losing a lot of health here. Stays in the fight for a little bit, but will back away for the Fountain. Going to be able to get that Ring of Leech. We will almost certainly in this game see Gloves of Alacrity. Gotta stay safe. Lockdown, make sure his rotation is not interrupted. Redemption is done. Hanzo finishing that up. Vikings about to make the lives of Team Alexander freaking miserable. We have a pause. We jump back to me for professional integrity. Already crazy. A single kill acquired, and a Viking did bite the dust. Talent-wise, like we already said, Eric the Swift. It's a standard Junkrat build. Discord has bugged, feels bad. That's why we have a quick pause. By the way, we did go for the Devil's Due on Diablo, so Fountain and Globes give extra healing. Again, not going for that Feast on Fear. Sticking with the big burst heal, which will make a little bit of sense here. We have ours. Did they ref me this time? Nope, doesn't matter. They're back in already. They sorted it. Baylog's dead. Viking kill again. With the healing totem, Diablo diving on to BKB this time, but it's not enough to finish the job. Hyde going to channel in, interrupted by Mr. Cleese. And yep, this is what I was talking about. Vikings about to make everyone's life miserable. It's taking 2 heroes to deal with 2 Vikings here. Some 2-for-1 trade. Medallion has to be used by Hyde. And Spell cannot make it. Shots taken on the bottom point. This is allowing everyone else to rotate up. Eric is slain. This is going to allow Nacho Jin to finish his channel. But now Lockdown is about to start getting outnumbered. Hyde's going to come in. Lockdown doesn't get the interrupt. He misses the grenade. Hyde is now in trouble. Good knockback by Mr. Might save the day. Medallion is used to block the concussion mine. Legacy backs away with a great scroll of ceiling to prevent the chase. There's a 2-for-1 trade going over to CPogX Fanclub, making the most of the Vikings. In the meantime, top lane is absolutely ruined. Having a bad day, and that's just going to get worse as the game goes on. Level 7. Cleanse, we once again see the grounding rod, cool to see, and diabolical momentum. The scouting BKB says hello. Scroll of ceiling does not land on Hyde, despite it getting very close. Gondar is... Whoa! Whoa! It keeps going! No one goes down! Lol, indeed! They're chasing down Mr. Cleese. Cannot get him, though. BKB leaps over the wall to escape. Hyde gets the kill! And Legacy, Concussion Mine, sends him to freedom. They're going to try and get BKB. They can't get the overpower, though. And BKB gets out. Ooh, clip that, please. As we see Yrel has already taken some damage off of top bell tower as well. Fend is one of my favorite abilities in the game, along with Varian's Charge. Feels good. We have Emerald at level 7. It's a skull cracker, baby. More stuns helping deal with that Diablo. And try and hold Gondar still to lose that armor from the avoidance. It's going to be a spin to win. Combat Vikings. Let's go. Double altar up in top lane. More Viking annoyance to be had. But we may see the rotation actually coming out of Team Alexander this time to assist with it. Nacho Jin bullies Baylog. Not going to be enough for a kill. Again, bell tower up here. Already down to half health. And this will keep getting worse. Eric looking to channel. And they're actually just going to trade 1-for-1 this time by the looks of it. No one's interrupting. BKB thinking they would do the same thing and send Junkrat. Finds nothing. And in fact, we're just going to see camp. It ends up being a simple 4-for-4, keeping the lead in the hands of CPogX. Root comes out. And Sappers. Yrel kills Baylog. One Sapper exposed on a gate that had no health. Unlucky. Valkyrie finds Hanzo. Oh boy! He never stood a chance. That was brutal. Feels bad. There's Bloodlust. Was not popped. Everything freaking else was. Valkyrie, Riptide. They dropped APOC. Did not need it. They're going to push in, and with their man advantage, they're going to try and take this bell tower. Pushing it as best they can. Firestomp will cause aggro. Actually, Gondar takes the aggro instead. There's the root. All the Vikings are accumulating in here. It's Longbow. Yeah, baby. They're going to try and bully out Nacho as a 3-man Viking crew. It is Dragon Arrow. It's the Earthquake, of course, Avatar, and the Stay a While and Listen. I'm going to watch this. Okay, they sent Eric away. Never mind. No longboat yet. Baylog! Their speed! Speed! Oh, I lived. Sapper, 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 and top bell tower is claimed by Team Alexander. Steel Trap lands. BKB diving a little bit deep. Also, first time in a while we've seen Thunderburn, so we might actually see a healing static. We have to see the medallion get used. It's not enough. Cleanse and Medallion used, and they're still able to kill off spell. Hyde in full retreat, trying to get away, but he's sniped down. Even the Bloodlust wasn't enough to save him. Nacho Jin comes in to help. Hand of Freedom has to skedaddles fast. Gonna go over the wall. Valkyrie, Hanzo, run into the bell tower and tackled out the air by spell. What game is this? This is insane. Bell towers to altars taken, 3 shots stolen. Baylog's deep pushing up top lane. Huge minion wave coming into mid. It's gonna be soaked by Olaf. This game is awesome. I'm having such a good time. We're going to be seeing this Sapper camp taken here. But can the invade happen? Can CPog invade their own camp? Root, Concussion Mine, trying to keep him locked down. Avatar is used right onto the Apocalypse. But BKB dodges it. It's just a split, but they get the camp. Camp is stolen. BKB low. Can Gondar chase it? The shielding potions. Nitori, poor Eric. Eric's going to die. But BKB lives. He will survive. Baylog perishes. Top bell tower still held. And Sapper's about to make bot tower non-existent. One Sapper still lives. Oh, the sidestep on the Dragon Arrow as they try to pick up the kill on Lockdown. Who's bringing in the Riptide? Another Valkyrie on Hanzo every time as they look for Mr. Cleese, focusing him down. Huge damage onto him as he tries to survive. Bloodlust is popped. They almost let him live. They look for BKB too, though, and that's going to be a kill into the death zone. That is 3 Valkyries on Hanzo, 3 kills, and a pumpkin makes it in. Nacho Chin is camping the spawn point of minions on this top lane, preventing that bell tower from going back over to CPogX as they are looking for their first double cap, which will bring them back to the game. 12 health off the core of CPogX Fanclub, unless they lose top. They will lose top. Ancient Blessings is popped. Okay, so this will end up only being 10 shots. Unless they take this, actually. Oh, they're going to get this. This will be 12 shots. So that's going to be 19 health? Nope, they don't get it. Okay, only 21 health. We good. Tackle onto BKB. Trying to hold it. First shots. Hide. Gets it. BKB doesn't interrupt in time. Valkyrie finds Thrall this time, but Earthquake is keeping Mr. Cleese alive as he begins to turn it. The Vikings, the Longboat. It's bullying Spell this time. Spell is out of the fight. Thanks to the Longboat damage, it is bullying this front line. The damage is huge. Gondar is sniped. And we are seeing CPog taking the kill here, but we already see Deckard is out. They've lost the shots. They do get out of this trading 1-for-1, but that was finally Viking value. We have Nordic attack squad as well, so percentage damage for the Viking. Spell is about to have a bad game. But bell tower needs to be claimed, though. They need to turn this around. They brought the Vikings. They brought the Thrall. Sorry, they brought the Viking. Spell. Here to protect this. We can see Team Alexander have brought basically everyone they have alive, except for, of course, Yrel. To de-push this, Nacho Jin just putting on some pressure top lane. It is going to be another spread volley for Junkrat here. Earthgrass Totem. Nacho Jin gets another kill. It's going to be a martial law, more percentage damage. Spread volley is just bully. And domination. No overpower cooldown reduction. Gondar arrives to assist the team. Putting on a little bit of pressure here and there. Neither team able to get a foothold, but look at this area. Steel Trap, and Concussion Mine. Completely zoning everyone out. Another Steel Trap moves forward, in fact, Chattering Teeth. It's a triple altar. Yrel is going to finish mid lane, bringing them back up to 6 shots. Charge, BKB, stay a while, keeps BKB alive. Good escape. That's going to allow them to have everyone up except for Hanzo, who died again. Valkyrie on cooldown. Yep, guess how that happened. As we see a fight. We see the camp being started, but not going to be finished. Lockdown channels bot. Nacho Jin interrupted by Nintori, but Nintori is just trying to buy time. Left taken 2 shots. Feels bad. 12 health left, by the way. So this is going to be another 6, plus the core. With Eric dead, this is 100% a boss going over. That's going to be 2 health left. Team Alexander. Less than a full Sapper camp away from taking this series. They look for Olaf. Olaf, the tankiest Viking, can't deal with 4 heroes because, of course. Meantime, Junkrat tried to de-push a little. Grabbed a camp, not going to be able to push it in. 2 health left. Top bell tower being taken. They're able to take that out. The chase is on. It is now the game of tag, the game of chasers. As Team Alexander just keeps setting things up for CPog to do. And cannot do it. The cat and mouse is going to be rough. Good dodge on the concussion mine. Nintori going to back away here. Nacho Jin trying to keep the pressure on. Trying to keep that cat and mouse game going. Baylog is dead, though. Got overpowered there. Bottom bell tower will go down. Sappers will be slain, so they will not make their way onto core. Nacho Jin backs away. But he's still piling on pressure. Top bell tower will not be finished. Oops. Yeah, you got to do that, because if they take mid, that's shots on your core. You actually have to finish that. And they will do so. Single altar. Dragon Arrow. Quick dive. Looking for lockdown. Spell is the target. The root onto Deckard. Valkyrie doesn't get Noah this time as they try to bring it in. Riptide takes out Deckard Kane. They're removing all the healing from the fight. Hyde is focused down though, and BKB finishes him off. There is the Avatar keeping BKB alive for the time being as Mr. Cleese is zoning them away. But Thrall takes it down. The Vikings with just 2 Vikings doing good damage with that longbow raid, but it's only the Vikings who, with the boat killed, are stunned out. It's Olaf who stuns Cassia. Mystically, he dives in deep. He gets the kill. Lockdown trying to kite, trying to escape. Balog is running back from Fountain. Nintori trying to channel. There's the stun. They're looking for Lockdown. The rune is there. Lockdown. He gets away with the concussion minus 2 alive. Mr. Cleese to hold this game. They've got to hold back Junkrat, and they've got to hold back Spell. The Balog damage is mediocre. A Spell backs up. Lockdown top to the Fountain. Here comes the spread volley. They can't make it. Hellgate is dropped. They get out. 3 shots are taken. And CPogX Fanclub survive one more phase. Boss is up in 2.5 minutes. Level 20s available for Team Alexander. The extra oomph, cooldown reduction, the Gladiator's War Shout, Titan's Revenge, the Hellgate that we just saw, and Seraphim. Half a level away for CPogX. They look for a kill, an early kill. Diablo still has full souls, remember. That's going to be a big deal. Stay a while. No respect the elderly. Not enough for a kill. Bloodlust has already been used. They're trying to make something happen with this. Nacho Jin trying to get behind. Legacy gets the stun. A spell comes in for the follow-up. Shadow Charge onto Legacy to focus him down. He medallions. He's earthquaked. He's chased by Nacho Jin as Nacho Jin can't get the kill. Nacho Jin in full retreat. He's caught in the earthquake, but they live. They turn on the Vikings. Vikings are sniped. BKB is deleted. And we see CPogX Fanclub on the back foot. They are in so much trouble right now. Before 20 is hit, they get caught. And they are now in a rough position. Sappers are going to be pushing in 2 sets. Level 20 is here. But 40 seconds before they can hold that. They focus it down. Longboat on just Olaf to try and survive. It is Ragnarok and roll, but that bow has no health. Viking is popped by Gondar. Sappers are coming. They have to give it everything they have. Root comes out from Legacy. Noah on the side to try and hold. They teleport out. There's the Sappers. 1 and 2. Mysticles and Noah with nowhere near enough health to hold. And the Sappers are pushed in by Team Alexander. And they take the series in a 3-2. Team Alexander, in a fantastic final game, are able to claim victory, moving themselves up to the 2 series wins club with Team Exodia. What a series. I am going to make sure that I get that game if I can help it. Because, good lord. I mean, I'm going to apply for it. It's up to the appers to decide. But I want it. I want it so bad. Alrighty. Wow. What a series. Antius J7, thank you very much for the sub with your Twitch Prime as well. Not even close. Not even close. CPogX Pepe Hands. What a series. Deckard Kane doing everything they could there at the end with that sleep, trying to buy time for his team to heal, but he couldn't do it. Enough heroes were able to medallion or got hit by some damage to awaken from that sleep, step up, and beat up Legacy. And by that point, Mr. Cleese was too low on health. And everyone else, Noah I believe was the other one, was too low on health. They could not turn, they could not contest. And Team Alexander, again, Cassia, still pretty good. Junkrat, still pretty good here. And Nacho Jin, bullying the Vikings that game. A 4-death Viking game. And yeah, poor Hanzo. Noah plays a fantastic Hanzo. Noah plays an insanely good Hanzo, but those Valkyries, man. Those Valkyries are going to be giving him some kind of PTSD, probably. PVSD, post-Valhalla stress disorder. Wow. That was rough. He got saved by the terrain once, but yeah. Gondar, insanely well played there, but I think the MVP has to be Gondar or Nacho Jin. Both of them put on quite a good performance in that last series. So for that series, I think I'm going to lean towards Nacho Jin because he really kept his team in the game against the Vikings, and he would claim like 3 bell towers by himself and was also able to isolate a couple kills that they were able to get. Overall series MVP? That's a tougher question. Overall series MVP, I think I have to go... Oh, that's hard. I really don't know. Everyone played so well. I think Mysticles. Not just because of the spam in chat, but I really think Mysticles put on such an insane performance this series. He was one of the reasons this team stayed in the game multiple times on multiple heroes, just putting on brutal fights and insane delay plays. Yeah, I think I'm going to give the overall series MVP to Mysticles. If not, then I'm going for Gondar, because Gondar just eats people. It's pretty good. All right. Feels amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our series for today. Because of this series, Team Alexander are now at 2 series victories. And we can have a look at the table quickly here to show you a white screen. Wait for it. There we go. Needed to refresh. As you can see here, Team Exodia were at 2 series, 6 games won, 3 games lost. CPogX Fanclub will now be at 1 game won, with 5 games won and 4 games lost, which will put them just ahead of the other Koreans, which will put them into tied position, which will put them into ahead of Regen, actually. So that will put them in 3rd place. Team Alexander, though, because of this win, they will now be at 6 games won and 4 games lost, putting them just behind Team Exodia in terms of map differential. So Team Exodia currently sitting at the #1 position on the table, with Team Alexander hot on their heels. Eventually, Team Alexander won't have to play a 5-game series. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me tonight. But first, allow me to sell out a bit more for you. If you enjoyed the insane performances by these teams, you saw Vikings, you saw Illidan's, you saw Tracers, you saw Gondar and Cassia eating people. It was great. It was the best. But if you enjoyed that and want to support the players, then hit !Match Arena in chat. When you do so, you'll be provided with a link. It'll take you to a Match Arena. Big surprise. When you go to that Match Arena, you will find a prize pool and information about the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division. You can then contribute to that prize pool and increase it up from its current standing at $1,254. I have predicted that we're going to make it to 2,000 before the end of the series, and I'm optimistically saying that I believe that we can make it to over $2,000 before the end of week 4. We have just finished week 2. That leaves us 2 weeks to get it over $2,000. I think we can do it. I believe, and I would love to see you guys help us get over that hill. It would be insanely appreciated, and will reward these players for putting on such an incredible show for you. Now a shout out to the people who work behind the scenes. A big thank you to the Nexus Gaming Series staff, the admins, the moderators, the website engineers. You can support them by heading to the Patreon of Nexus Gaming Series by hitting !Patreon in chat. And when you head there, you can become a patron of Nexus Gaming Series, allowing them to keep up the incredible work for not just Storm Division, but also the amateur leagues for all levels of play. Is incredibly appreciated. I play in it. My game's on Thursday. Support me there. Should be fun. I can't remember who we're against. Cool Cats and Kittens, I think? I'll have to check. But either way, I am playing in that. It'll be on Moist Weedus' channel, so make sure you check that out there. Should be good. Excuse me. And of course, if you want to support me, Tetra, your caster, your very hoarse-voiced boy, then you can check me out on my own channel, which is Tetra, of course, where I will be playing Dungeons & Dragons tomorrow with the wonderful group of Jigsy Cat, NGS caster, Crowan, ex-professional player, Faye, ex-professional player, and, well, current professional player in other games in the former in Crowan and Faye's case, and Kendrick Swish, my old casting buddy from HGC China. Feel feels good. Oh, I just realized I'm wearing a Team Nut jersey. That works really well. Feels good from the old days. Feels amazing. So you can check me out there. But also, finally, before I end the stream, if you sub or donate while Storm Division is happening, so before I turn this stream off, then, oh, looks like the raid's happening. Never mind. So it might be missed. But if you sub or donate very quickly while I'm streaming Storm Division or while anyone else is streaming Storm Division, then the caster gets the money. You can support the caster, and also remember, it's September, so if you get gifted a sub, you can continue that sub for another month for even cheaper. Thank you all very much for watching. Raid's going through. Have fun with Tiger JK, and I will see you all next time. I'll be live on Friday, 25th, with my next series, Team Exodia versus VGM. Don't go anywhere. Have a good time. See you then. Good night.